Streaming.
Should be kicking in here in just a moment. As soon as it does, I'll go ahead and start the intros and stuff. But
yeah, it hit.
Alrighty, cool. Thank you for dealing with our technical difficulties, because Lord knows somebody has to deal with it. And there we go. Alright, we got music, we got internet back on. Hopefully it'll stay progressing like it is. Welcome to ChaoticCalling. I am the DM Starwind, and joined with some inquisitive adventures to play through our trials through Elsparia. Joining me, we have Krister.
Hello there.
Do we have Neil?
Oh, I think so.
Okay. They'll be RB. I'm sure they'll be back. Phaedra.
Hi.
Sarif.
Howdy.
Finn.
Hey, everybody.
And some girl named Jen.
Hey there.
Alright, so I'll go over this little thing from last week. After visiting a priest to examine their friend Sarif to see if he was okay after meeting with Moostruck, the group decided it was time to add some coins to the purse, and it would seek to sign up with the Adventuring Guild. Finn took this moment to inform his party he had some loose ends to tie up so he doesn't bring harm to the party, and would rejoin with them. Along the way, trying to find the Adventuring Guild in town, an aroma of fine seafood cuisines hypnotized the group with a single purpose. It was time to feast. And there is like a ripping noise in my ear. It needs to go away, please. That, whatever that was.
I think it's Finn.
Somehow, managing to get the audience for a brief second with the head cook at the finest restaurant known as the Silver Blessing Restaurant, they managed to persuade them to dine on a 50 gold meal that the group can share. Starting a tab, the hostess Shelley takes care of the party farther away from the guests who were dressed in more noble attire. A meal fit for a king was presented to the group as they were able to partake in various foods from crabs, shrimp, marlins, other seafood excursions, anything that their heart could muster. After filling their bellies and making their way to the Pillar of Light Adventuring Guild, they met with the clerk known as Alip, a woman who seems refined and spoke with a French accent, and I probably butchered it, so we'll deal with that later. She processes all the members present and helps them out with their first guild task, to help out a town just north of Jillian Cove and meet up with the halfling old lady named Anetta. The group marches onward to their task and find a ravaged village that was with torn buildings, fire damage all around, and various locations. They shortly, our halfling joke, meet up with Anetta, who informs them to find her book. She informs them this book was entrusted to her after her time with the Oath Archivist, and it's critical that they get it back. She'd go herself, but she helps manages the kids. She also informs the group they could probably help the rest of the town out as well, and go around and ask what else might need be done. After asking around the town, finding themselves tasked with taking back that which was raided from the town, like 4 horses, food supplies, general supplies, and the book, the party starts tracking the prey and making their way westwardly for about 5 hours till they come across a goblin campsite. Battle ensues, and members of the party fight hard and true as they rely on each other to pull through and clearing the camp. They find the supplies, especially all the camping supplies that were poorly put together by the goblins. They also find a single well-put-together tent and find the book they were seeking. The 4 horses were accounted for, and the carriages to place the supplies back in were made ready, and they would take a chance and remain at the camp with piped heads of goblins to keep them safe. Okay, that worked. Staying in a single tent that was put together, watches were had, and a few noticeable events happened. One, a raven-like bird flew overhead, and Sarv made out it didn't smell natural like a raven. Another event that was strange, glowing lights that was a long ways away from them, but illuminated some part of the forest deeper in. After some questioning ideals about the raven, Phaedra attempts to commune with the Raven Queen and ask if that was her. She gets a reply once more of soon, and shaking of her head, the porcelain masked visage she sees in the smoke of the censer, indicating that this was not one of hers. Neil manages to dispatch the bird on in the night and realize that it could have been someone's familiar. Someone must be watching the camp. The morning came, Nonetheless, and they managed to haul all the goods back to Stillbrook and return the villager supplies to everyone's delight. Rewards are handed out for completing the extra task, and they were still to be rewarded once they get back to the Pillar of Light. Phaedra returns the book, intrigued by it, and wishes to question Annetta further, and she invites them over. And I think that's where we left off. Is that right?
Yep.
Alright, so that was the long of it. Let's go into the short, because we need to figure out what happened to Finn. So, Finn, you've got this status on you. You're aware of it, and you've been dodging guards all day after you left your party. Don't worry about that. What do you want to do while you're separated from the party?
I'm trying to get to the bottom of, who perhaps wasn't happy with the last job that I did where a group of us got killed and I almost got killed. So I'm trying to figure out why that went so badly.
Alright, so you make an investigation check as you're kind of making Steve can't, guesses, so to speak. We'll see where this leads you. Takes you a while to notice. And maybe you don't even notice, but somebody's been following you. Out of the corner of your eye, you probably could have sworn you've seen him. And then eventually you're asking, some homeless man in an alley the same questions. You've been kind of, grilling everybody else. And then at the end of the alleyway, they just kind of, stand there, arms folded across, and just look in your direction, waiting for you to see them this time.
Hello there. It seems like you're following me? Is there something I can help you with?
No, but there's probably something I can help you with. You've been asking around. Come, let's have a conversation. And she kind of pulls you away from the hobo on the street into the alleyway.
Alright, I will follow along.
And as you get closer to her, she's cloaked in green and gray tapestries of cloth. She's very well covered, and you can't even see into her little mask-like area where you can barely make out her eyes, and just her whole figure seems to be covered in cloaks and draped in heavy garments. And the only reason that you know it's her is just because of the womanly voice that kind of comes out calmly.
As I'm following her, I want to be kind of cautious not to get myself surrounded by anybody, so I'm kind of making sure we don't duck around a corner where I'm about to get jumped or anything.
No, you wind up going 30 feet further away from that hobo, and she kind of turns around and says, "This'll do." And she goes, "So, you must be Finn? You've been asking around about that happening, right?"
Yeah, there was a group of us that had sort of had our eye on this sort of rich-looking house. We'd been casing it a little bit, just a few of us living together on the street trying to scrape by. We thought we had our eye on a good score, and we went in there, and it seemed like somebody almost, threw us under the bus, tipped us off. Trying to figure out maybe who did that, and did we step on somebody's toes?
Not sure we can give you all the details, but we've seen you work. My associates would like to have a word with you if you don't mind. If you would be so kind, there's a tavern on the, rough side of town, if you would, called the Rusty Horseshoe. You might have been there a time or two.
Yeah, I've been there.
Well, whenever you go greet the keeper, all you have to do is ask if they sell any golden eggs. The keeper will then ask how much gold you're paying. Reply with the right amount, and you'll be able to meet with my associate.
Fair enough. I can do that.
She kind of turns her back to you and says, "Look forward to it," and then just kind of waves and wanders off into the crowd.
Great. Well, this feels like a solid lead. I'm going to make my way over to the Rusty.
A rusty horseshoe. It's a run-down tavern just from the looks of it. As soon as you get there, you could definitely hear like loud cheering and ruffians just getting loud as soon as you go towards it. Yeah, you want to go in? No, we're gonna stay out here and wait.
Just like to do a quick look around, maybe see what kind of escape routes I have before I step inside. But
make a
then I'm ready
perception or investigation, whichever you feel would be better to aid you. Very aidful. I mean, front door is pretty open. Shouldn't have a problem getting back to it. Hopefully. But as soon as you walk in, I think about this time we kind of like as you walk in, we can see what like a scene with Jin just having an arm wrestling contest. Is that what we got going on?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so this half-orc figure's like got you on the table, and you're going to do an arm wrestling check with him. Give me an athletics check, young lady. We'll see how it is, and then after you win or lose, we'll have you describe your character. So she gets 15. The half-orc gets a 13. All of a sudden, you hear a loud slam, and this athletic woman just kind of put this half-orc to shame.
Ah, you got me. What the hell? Where did you get that strength?
And then you can hear this boisterous woman, or maybe not. You tell us what we see, Jen.
Well, you see a not really tall, like red fiery haired human with green eyes, with a scar, and she's wearing like basic like clothing, like a white t-shirt or a white shirt with short sleeves, with a green short jacket over top with a belt with a bunch of pouches, brown baggy pants, and black fingerless gloves. And she kind of takes her mug and says, "Well, you have to get me mighty drunk to let me tell you how I got my strength."
Take your 5 gold and get out of here. Scoot you over 5 gold for your win. And you can have that. But that is not what you're here for, Finn. You just kind of noticed that scene off in the corner of your eye.
Impressive. I'm going to make my way over to the bar and have a seat.
Barkeeper comes over. What can I get you?
Well, let me start with an ale, and then just thinking, do you have any golden eggs?
Kind of gives you the side eye and looks you over. How much gold you paying?
I'm paying the right amount.
He hands you your mug of ale, and then you kind of like hear a click underneath the bar, and he points to a door that's kind of off to the left of where he's standing. He just points off in that direction. They're waiting for you.
Excellent. I'm going to have a big draw of my ale and put it back down on the bar, and sort of walking cautiously, looking around. I'm going to head over to the door, keeping an eye out for who's paying attention to me walking over there.
You can make a quick perception check to find out. Definitely the bartender. Is Jen paying attention or no?
Yeah, I think Jen would be definitely like just watching out the corner of her eye.
Yeah, so she sees you kind of like slipping over there, and you kind of notice her gaze for a moment. But the door opens for you. You're able to walk in.
All right, I will walk in.
All right. With that, you find yourself in like a big empty room, and there's like one more door leading to what you assume might be an office or some sort. And then there's this half-orc woman who kind of like comes towards you and looks you over. She's wielding like a great sword on her back, and you can see like 2 scimitars on each hip. She kind of like looks you over for a moment. It's like, Come, she says in a short but direct tone, and then she opens the door. And yeah, as you can like smell like cigar smoke in the air as soon as you walk into this office. The chair is back towards you, and whatever it is, this person is looking out towards the wall away from you, hears you come in. Ah, is that my guest that I've been expecting? She kind of like grunts. Alright, Ula, go on. And Ula, she kind of like gestures to a chair for you to take.
I will have a seat.
As soon as she sees that you're in a seat, she kind of like closes the door behind her and leaves you to the gentleman that's behind the chair. And he spins the chair around. You see long raven black hair on this medium build figure, human, and he kind of turns to you and says, welcome. Heard a little bit about you, and from some guy named, he kind of like looks over some papers. Kale, was it?
Kale, yeah. Is he still alive?
Believe it or not, barely. I mean,
Whew.
He
That's
was
the best news I've had all day.
Well, he's been injured pretty hard. We've actually came and retrieved him after we took notice of a botched robbery. He's in our care. We'll keep him there. But till he gets back on his feet, we're going to pretty much ask you the same thing. I've heard you've been asking around trying to get details, information about who may have ousted you or what have you. I'll just put you at ease right away. Like, it wasn't us. Like, we had no intentions of robbing those poor folks. Oh, those poor folks. He kind of says with a hint of sarcasm. You can't help but either appreciate or get annoyed by, who knows.
I'll chuckle.
Yeah. And he's like, do you know who we are?
I have no idea, but I feel like I'd like to know who you are.
He points his hand up to like an emblem that's like scratched into the wall. And with your thieves' cant, you can read shadows. We're the shadows. We are the underworld that works in secret. In all of Tynak, nobody questions us. We do what we need to do, and we stay clean as we can. Now, what your job was kind of sloppy. What we can do is offer you a chance to clean up your act, if you would. If you agree to become one of our shadows, it kind of like ruffles through paperwork. You can't tell if it's legit or not. I guess we could take care of that bounty for you.
Tell me what being a shadow entails.
Oh, very agreeable. I like that. I like that in a new recruit. Damn it, Lavender, you fucking did it. Alright, listen. I don't have anything for you at the moment. So you just scope the town, play your cues, mind your manners, and then Lavender. Have you met Lavender?
I have not met Lavender. Unless that's who met me in the alley.
Oh,
I
yeah,
didn't catch her name.
Yes, that young lady there. She dressed up really cloaky. She doesn't like people seeing her face. Which, in this line of work, that's probably to be expected. Well, yes, Lavender will be your handler. So if a job comes up, she'll get in touch with you one way or another. So, do we have an accord?
That sounds possibly reasonable to me. Can you tell me about how Kale's doing? Is he in trouble, or are you guys just kind of help him nursing him back to?
He's kind of hospitalized right now. Like, even though we have soothsayers like the clergy who could come in and heal, some of his bodily injuries can't be healed quite as easily. So he's got some serious broken ribs, broken leg, a couple of deep gut wounds that he needs tended. Like, cure wounds only go so far with this porcupine of an accident.
Yeah, I hear you. I definitely want to clear my name. I'd like to do what I can to clear his too. I really owe him.
Don't worry. We're gonna make him the same offer. But in the meantime, he's gonna heal for now, and then we'll make sure we get our money back from both of you when he's up on the road. So just stay in touch with Lavender. She'll find you one way or another, and just do what adventurers do, right? Explore, gain that experience of the world. as it were.
Fair enough. I can do that.
Alright, well, anytime you see, and it kind of like gives you an outline of what the Shadows Thieves' Can is. Anytime you see this on any walls, you can understand they're either under our protection or they're under our surveillance. And it kind of like goes through different thieves' camps, which you briefly like, if it's got this emblem, we're probably going to raid this place and you need to either leave it till we do it, or, you know, like giving you like the warning signs that they're actually working in the vicinity. So you will be aware of where shadows are working. If that ever comes up. So,
Excellent.
other than that, he's like, I have nothing else to tell you, but if you're ever in need to get in touch with us, your best bet is to try to find Lavender first. Otherwise, you can leave a message with the barkeep. I will not be here all the time, so this is not our main office. But this is where we meet you. And I think I'll just wait and see what you can do before I start sending you on a very important mission. So with that, move along. Have a good day.
Oh, thank you, sir. Yeah, it's a weight off my shoulders.
Good. That's what we want to hear. Kind of get like
I will
sense.
sort of take my leave and
Yeah.
step back out to the bar.
Yeah, Ula's like, kind of like ushers you out the other door and then walks away from you. You are now back out in the open. And Jen, you just noticed that man just came out of the back room.
I'll go sit back at the bar.
I'd say that I Okay, we're good. Alright, so you go sit at the bar. Jen, are you with us?
Oh yeah, I'm just being very quiet.
Okay, yeah. Well, I was just letting you
I
know
didn't
you've
want to
seen him.
interrupt.
Yeah, you see him come back out to the bar. He is currently taking a seat at the bar.
I'm going to. I guess I'll go sit at the bar.
Alright. Suddenly, that woman you saw just arm wrestle and half work just takes a seat right next to you, Finn.
Whoa, hello. I saw you kicking some butt earlier. That was very impressive.
Not my best work, but something to do.
Well, it got the job done. You said you needed to be drunk to lose. Can I buy you an?
Sure.
I'll ask the barkeep for another ale for myself and one for Jen.
And the barkeep kind of goes pouring tankards out. And it kind of gives Jen a stare. It's like, don't be causing trouble in my bar. And
Of
it's like,
course not. I pick one of the nicer places to start a bar fight.
of course. And it just sets the ale down and you both have your drink. With that, I mean, you guys can have a quick conversation if you want. Otherwise, I can switch over to the other group and try to get them back to town now.
Oh, I was just gonna have Jen just quietly remark to Finn that well, whatever they have in the back room must be better than this stuff. No offense.
Oh, I was back there just trying to wrap up some loose ends. I didn't have a chance to try a drink.
Well, I have nothing to do if you need any help with anything.
Well, I have a group of friends that I just met. We're looking to make some coin for ourselves. Looks like you have a one way of earning some money, but we were looking to maybe do a bit of adventuring to earn some gold. If you're interested, I could introduce you.
I think that would be just splendid.
All right. Well, cheers to that.
Cheers. And then I'll,
Look,
clink
look,
glass.
look. All right.
Mhm.
So yeah, with you two kind of secured, we'll come back to you in just a moment. Meanwhile, the rest of you were being ushered to Anita's hovel, if you would. So we have Phaedra, Sarov, Nil, and Krister. You kind of like go and follow this lady into her home, and she kind of like sets the book on the end table, opens it up partway, just kind of like remind herself of the pages, like, yes. Good, those gremlins didn't tear a single damn page out of this. I'm very happy to see this. You'd think they would have just ate the book or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, about that. I don't think that they're the ones that took it.
Did you say you had an idea who?
Sarov nods a little bit and says, one that is not goblin. Human, perhaps.
Or just smart enough, I guess. I mean, goblins are not that smart, are they?
Well, the tent that we found it in was far more well appointed than the typical goblin hovel. There was the book. It looks like an empty book, like they were going to try and make a copy of it. And I found these as well, and I pull out the jade and amulet I'd found and set them on the table in case, I don't know, maybe they have like some significance.
Have you made an investigation on them or no?
I've not, no. I just snagged them to bring back to her.
She looks at it and says, it looks like a necklace to me. Definitely not worth 30 pages, but...
Yeah, I didn't know if they were important or not. So I thought I'd bring them back as well.
Yeah, you said you had questions about the book itself.
Well, I read a little bit of it, and it seems very interesting. It's not information that the general public has about the Southern Isles.
Yes, a time that's long lost to many. Used to I had 3 copies of this to pour my studies over, but they allow me to keep the one, and keep it I shall.
I don't suppose I could maybe talk you into making a copy of it.
She kind of stares at you with a squinted eye like, you want to make me do work? Are you crazy?
Well, I mean, I'd be happy to make the copy myself, but unfortunately I won't be able to stay here, and I'd have to take it with me to do my copy work. And I can see that you really don't want to be parted with it, unless that's an option.
Aneta, I don't want to mean anything because I'm the intruder here, I would say. But do you think that's really like wise? I mean, goblins stole the book one time already. Isn't that dangerous?
I mean, you have a point.
I'm liking where this is going out of here. Alright, roll me persuasion.
Alright. I do like that. I do like those.
Yeah,
Persuasion.
Yeah,
I would give you advantage for you kind of like jumping in as well. So yeah, go ahead with the 18. She kind of like says, make a fair point.
Yeah, I don't want anything bad to happen to you because of this book. If this is the trouble, you keeping it might be bad for the village itself. So,
didn't I suggest? Tell you what. No, you go first.
Well, we are both members of the archivist, so I'm certainly not nearly as venerated as you. But they trust me with my own quest, and I pull out my book of the Raven Queen. They had me retrieve this for them. I'm making copy of it, and I'm to return it to the library. I could certainly take your original and make copy as well, and give you the copy when I've finished it.
She kind of instinctively reaches out for the Raven Queen book. May I?
I'm gonna hand it over. I mean, she's a highly venerated member of my order, so.
Yeah. So she like licks her
I
thumb.
look a
and
little
forefinger.
like
It starts flipping through pages.
I look a little reluctant to let it go, but I give it to her.
Yeah. Ah, very interesting. Yes, very interesting. You said you're making a copy of this one already?
Yeah.
Raven Queen's been an interference as of lately in our world. Seems she's had a couple of incidents. Kind of curious where this might be going. Okay, but look.
Incident.
Neither here nor there, my dear. My concern now is that you've presented the ideal that there's dangers to those who hold the books. I dare wonder what's happening with the second volume that's in Shandora. Would you be a dear to check it out for me?
I mean, I would love to. If my companions would go with me, that seems like perhaps a dangerous journey for one person alone.
Well, most definitely.
Well, we actually have to check on Finn and.
Well,
The
I
other
mean,
guy.
of course, we have to return to the Adventurers
Oh,
Guild
absolutely.
to
Absolutely.
finish out the quest we've done.
And we still
but
have bills to pay, so I mean, I have bills to pay here, so that's all right. I'm not one to deny such a trip. I actually don't know where we're going if we're going that way, but sure, I don't mind. But I'm speaking for myself, not for everyone else. So.
If you find yourself in Shandora, dear, the Omniocron, she gets her words jumbled up. That freaking library in Shandora has the second volume. Just ask for Javo's research book. Maybe somebody can tell you if it's there or not. Please make sure it's there.
of course.
Some elf named Michael, Mikal, thinks he's special, I guess. Spells his name different, she mutters. And she just, he's part of the Arcana group. You might have ran into them, but he runs that library, so you might be able to get the book from him. And as for this one, you guys have shown me that you're strong enough to take care of goblins, so if that's all they're sending your way, copy this book for me, dear, and hand it back to me when you're done. And she hands it to you, Peter.
Yay.
You now have
Of course, thank you.
And you do have the first journal of Javal narrator.
Okay.
Oh, all right. So, I guess we're off back to the guild right now, right? I mean, do you need anything else, Anita?
No, I think I'm fine. Just keep the book safe.
Oh, I think she will. I mean, she's actually
Keep both books
that's
safe, dear.
her job, right? Isn't it alright? Oh, never mind. Just, I'm sorry we took our time.
She pats you in the cheek like you tried really hard.
Okay.
Alright, well, go be a dear and head back home. Do what you gotta deal with.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for your time. Thanks for everything, and I hope the village goes to a better situation than right now. I mean, you could do some help. Do you need me to send someone else from the guild to help you over here? But
I think our men in town are gonna be on wider alert now. Don't worry about it. They'll figure it out, and she kind of like stretches.
all right.
Okay.
Your call.
Phaedra's gonna
That's cool.
gather up the books and the jade and amulet and put them in her pack.
Alright. Alright, with that, the rest of you head home now? Or head back to Julian Cove?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Sorry, where were you this entire conversation?
Probably drooling out back somewhere.
Make a perception check.
Okay. 21.
Damn ravens there again.
Uh,
It's hovering above about 100 feet, but you can make it out.
can I go to a general store real quick?
Yeah, you actually just dropped off some goods there.
I would love to trade in my bundle of javelins for a sling.
straight swap.
I mean, I'm probably losing money here, but I don't think Sarv knows the difference.
Yeah, you can do that.
All right,
Easily.
a sling and I assume like a bundle of stones or something like that.
Yeah, we'll give you like 20 ammo for that. So if you want to track your ammo for a sling. And then
Okay.
you trade in how many javelins?
All of them. Sarv is
How many is
not a-
all?
I think it's 4, but I think at least 1 or 2 of them are makeshift at this point.
Alright, so they're worth what, like 10 gold each, or is it less than that? Probably 1 gold.
Let me see.
Where is that good old player's handbook of mine? If you find
Above the table point of interest, would they really rip off someone who helped save their town?
well, that's why I'm trying to get the number on the javelin.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
This guy,
like,
it's like,
Oh no.
Yeah. They're
Poor
that's why
guy.
they're looking out for him. Don't worry.
Okay.
yeah,
Let me. I've got a guide. Let me just type it in real quick. It's 5 silver per.
Oh yeah. Okay,
So we're talking like 2 gold for the whole thing.
yeah. So they would probably give you. Well, the sling itself is how much then? Like,
A sling is 1 silver, and sling bullets are 4 copper.
so they'll give you like 20 ammo, and they'll give him. Jesus, they'll give you at least 10 silver back with it. So a gold
Okay.
piece. They'll give you a gold piece and the sling and the ammo. It says he like folds your hand around the gold piece. Like, look, you help this out. Keep this. It'll help you barter better. Okay?
Sorev is good at the barter.
You sure are, sir. And we welcome you to come back. If you feel like you want to spend that gold here, I'll help you out. But we don't want you to get a bad shake on any of your barters. All right? So this should help you barter more convincingly with people who need that kind of coin. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, you take care, big guy. And thanks again.
Thanks.
He tries this new word out, and he goes out and promptly slings a bullet at the raven.
All right. So that's about 100 feet up. What's the range on it?
I hope it's good. Let's see.
Might be better off with a heavy crossbow.
3120. So up to 120 feet.
Ooh, okay, with disadvantage though.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Shall I sling?
Yep, sling away, my friend. Wow, a
Oh,
sling
boy.
you did. That hits.
Okay. Oh, and 7 damage.
It burst into a bunch of mystical feathers, but it doesn't turn into feathers. It's just like a dust or whatever. The fate element of what it is.
Sarv quietly nods in satisfaction and rejoins his group.
Amazing. Amazing. Nicely done. So, yeah, you guys walk out and you just seen Sarv just slingshot something that was in the air and it just... poof.
Oh, damn. Nice shot.
Mm.
Where did you get that? I mean, the
Sorev
sling.
barter.
Alright. Next time you do that, can you ask me for help? I think.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry
Wait,
about that.
was there a money transaction? No, right? We just did sling with bullets.
You gave the javelins up, and then he gave you the sling, bullets, and a gold piece back.
Okay, 1 gold piece. Gotcha. I just missed that part. Thank you.
Yep.
I've already got everything in my inventory.
Cool. So, good shot from Sarv. Red, are you back with us now, or
Yes, I don't remember what the game's called though.
Elsparia?
Okay, yeah, I'm back. I raced home, went past all the cops, was like, "Fuck you!" I got D&D.
And you got arrested.
No, the cop was like totally fine with it. He was like, "Oh, you're playing Dungeons and Dragons? Of course, I'll let you do like."
Let me escort you. Let me put the lights on.
Yeah, okay,
right.
that's why. What's going on? All right. Yeah. Everybody's like, "Why are the cops here?" Oh, this guy needs an escort to his D&D game.
Just lie and say you're about to fight Tiamat or something.
Why fight the true god?
Coming back to the game, Sarv will finish up with talking to Krister by saying,
Raven, return.
Oh, really? Is that the same one?
Sorev thinks so.
Disappeared like the other one.
Oh. So, whenever we see a raven like that, we're just gonna kill it. I mean,
And he holds up his sling in approval.
Can't wait
Oh,
till
good
Raven
point.
Queen actually sends somebody.
yeah, can't argue with that. So if you see that a thing again, I might just try to, like, phew, crossbow bolt at it. You get it. Let's get going.
Right.
So you guys start making your way back to Jillian Cove at this point?
Yeah, I think so.
Guess so.
Alright, so yeah, you make it back to the Adventuring Guild. Now here's the options we have. Should we say like Jen and Finn are waiting inside the Adventure Guild? Do they get processed as adventurers while waiting for the party there, or do you want to
I
wander
feel like
the streets?
maybe when we split ways, I don't know if that was before or after they went to the Adventurers Guild. Maybe it was before.
It was before because you were trying to. You departed ways at the priest or the temple of Kazi, I believe.
Yes.
So
I guess we would have had a plan to where to meet back up when they got back to town.
yeah, I mean, you guys were like mentioning, okay, we're gonna go sign up for the Adventurers Guild, get a job or whatever, and then like whenever you went to check in, like I would say like you and Jen probably went to check in, and they said, oh, that party already left, but you can go ahead and fill out the paperwork and become adventurers yourself if you want to wait for them here or whatever.
Yeah, we could totally do that. Like,
It works for me.
because Jen definitely wouldn't. Jen would like have another drink, but if she's going on an adventure, she doesn't like. She wouldn't get drunk or anything like that.
So the young clerk, Ellipse, asks you your names and information, has you guys sign paperwork and whatnot, and she hands out these plain, ordinary stones. And in turn, she kind of like puts her hand over yours, over the stone, and it seems to transcribe some kind of magic into the stone. It says, just keep this stone on you. It is a representation of being part of the guild, and it will help you contracts and help you talk to us from afar. So basically, it's an item to help identify you as part of the guild, even though it looks so plain and mundane.
Listen, I don't like people tracking where I am, so
Well,
no thank you.
Well, we will not track you unless you're in dire need of help.
Oh, okay. That's fine then.
I mean, if you get devastated by several dire wolves, it would be in your best interest if we could find you before they eat you. Or whatever you may be carrying. My French accent needs work. I know.
Well, I guess that makes me feel a bit easier that you'll be able to find my body after I get killed by dire wolves.
Oui. And yeah.
Mercy.
I'm just gonna go walk away and stare out a window or something.
Alright. So yeah.
Awkwardly.
Yeah. And the thing is, the common room is set up to where if you wanted to just drink the day away, waiting for an adventure to happen, you can. And then about midday, this group of adventurers, sure enough, make it back. Sarv and Krister and Phaedra and Nil, you all return back to the Pillar of Light Guild Hall.
Oh.
Sarv yells out,
Tribe does the thing.
What thing, sorry.
I kind of give Jen a little elbow and be like, "Hey, those are that's the group of people I was telling you."
Hey, Finn. What you doing?
Hey guys.
Hey, Finn. Phaedra is
Hey.
going to hand over the goblin ears she took as proof. And be like, look, we did the thing.
Oh,
Here you
you
go.
still
Those
have
are
that?
for you now.
Oh, that's pretty disgusting.
Wow,
Yeah.
guys.
We're
Hey,
not keeping them.
You collect goblin ears?
Would
Actually-
you like to keep them, Sarv? I assume the guild wouldn't mind.
It would be Sarev's honor.
I'm
I
gonna
assume
look
that
at
guild wouldn't
Aelip
want that.
and then be like, is that okay? I only brought them to prove like that we did the thing.
Sure.
Yeah, she's like looking it over. Oh, okay, bring them here and we take care of them, please. And she kind of like hands out like a box for them to be put in.
It seems like Sarav would like to keep them. May he...
Well then, if that's the case, just let me verify them, and then you can have them right back.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
You can
perfectly,
have
it's
them
perfectly
follow.
fine. Perfectly fine.
Sarav
in the
looks
box.
so happy.
So you dump all these ears in the box. They're half dried blood all over them, and you're just kind of going through. Oh,
Yeah, I'm just gonna like upend my pouch that I put them in and shake them all out.
One
I don't
of them
wanna
gets
touch
stuck on the opening there, kind of like dried blood and skin, just kind of like catches, and then.
Yep, all 9 ears tumble out
Yeah.
into the box.
You left the one over there, so
Yeah.
it might be good to scrap it. Oh, jeez.
So yeah, you guys managed to dump all these ears out. Alex does a mathematical calculation. Like, oh, I see, yeah, fine. Okay, you may go ahead and keep these ears. I got them documented. And
I've already put a trophy goblin ear necklace in my inventory.
There you go.
Excellent. There were 9 ears total, by the way, just so you know how many.
Oh, let me
You
put that
have?
in the notes.
May I acquire your stone for just a moment? Just asking anybody to offer their stone up for just a moment.
I'll pass mine over, yeah.
Alright,
Yep.
so she pulls out this document, puts your stone on top of it, then all of a sudden you see words just kind of scribble themselves out across the document as if relaying information about your quest and details that need to be noted by the guild. And then eventually she hands you your stone and she goes through and reads a report and whatnot. I see, you've managed to satisfy the titty as best you can. You managed to return the book that you were asked. And yes, very satisfactory. Very well. And she pulls out a bunch of coins. She starts counting them out. So that is, let's see.
Satisfactory.
What's the people? No, I don't know French. Get out of my head. We're probably going to go with 25 gold piece each.
Oh, yes.
So the four of
Okay.
you get 25 gold each.
Okay.
Am I one of those 4?
Yeah, Sarav, Finn,
Okay.
oh, not Finn, not Jin. 2 with the names that sound the same do not get it. Sarav, Krister, Phaedra, and Nil all get 25 gold.
25 good.
Okay, my stuff in my belt pouch.
I do now have actual money to buy stuff that I need. I mean, instruments.
You do? Oh, okay.
And paying my bills, so
yeah,
I guess
you
I
guys-
should write to the restaurant right now, right?
If you are in need of any more jobs, you just let me know and I'll see if I can find one that's suited for you.
Oh, do you actually have more jobs? I mean, Phaedra, where are we going next? Next stop, I guess.
Well, do you have any jobs that are located near Chandora, perhaps?
Ooh, Shandora. Well, we have a trade one that we need protecting, if you would be so interested. There is a trade one from here to Shandora, because Shandora is the trade center of the China Kingdom.
Everyone, does that sound like something?
Hey guys, I wanted to introduce Jen, who I met here, who's also looking for some work.
Oh,
So we could all.
the tribe taking no members?
looks like it, yes, Sarav.
The food is good. Lots of food to feed no mouths.
She'll
Yeah.
probably arm wrestle you for it.
No. Spread evenly. Plenty of food.
Like food.
I mean, if you want. But
I
it's nice to meet you all.
You're not gonna like the meat he kind of wanna eat,
Ish.
but yeah, you. I think you should be fine. My name is Krister, and I extend my hand to her.
Nice to meet you. And
Sarv.
she'll shake your hand.
And what's her name?
Oh, the name's Jen.
Nice to meet you, Jen.
Sarv approaches, probably a little too close for comfort, but you don't think he notices that. And says,
What does this one do that helps tribe?
Well, I can do many things. I'm pretty good at hitting people.
What?
You mean hits people with like weapons or
Oh,
fists,
okay.
or like hit on people? I'm not sure here.
Wow, you got that
Well,
confused.
I mean, it usually depends on the situation,
Oh boy.
but when I'm fighting, I usually punch him in the face. Or the
Oh boy.
ribcage is always a good place. Or you could go for the knees, actually. And then she
Ooh.
starts
I-
going in, like, describing detail, like how, like, if you punch someone's knee, it'll crack in a certain way.
Oh,
Until-
good.
I
Good.
think I got it. Okay, I don't want to hear any more detail about it. Thank you very much. I'm going now, so it
I saw her arm wrestle a half orc that was like almost twice her size.
Holy
And
shit.
Good.
handily.
Tribe has many
Did I ever
warriors.
tell you about the time that I wanted to test myself and I went into the woods and I tried to fight an owl bear? That was a pretty bad idea. I'm never gonna do that again.
Oh. Did you die?
He probably got like a gnarly scar from it.
Yes, I'm a reverend.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. I do sense a bit of sarcasm on you, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
take that as a lie. But
Yeah.
good to know.
It's super sarcastic.
Sure.
Alright.
You have a
So,
revenant on the tribe now, sir.
Finn has no idea.
The clan can use more warriors. Tribe seems to always be fighting.
Yeah, that's true. Well, welcome aboard, I guess.
Finn, are you
this
saying
is-
something? I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, Finn has no idea what a revenant is, so he just thinks that she's not lying.
Sounds pretty cool, doesn't it?
At this point, like meeting Jan and everybody else not knowing her, Krister would just go like, so this is Neurilla. You can call her Neil. This is Phaedra. And this fellow over here is Sariv. And Finn, you already met. And me, Krister. I don't think we have another member joining. Like, I haven't seen zeros in the city, but that's alright, I guess. Well, nice to meet you. I guess everybody will be pleased to have another person, like, not punching us, but punching people we're trying to punch. And that should be fine, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, then. So, are you willing to go to this protection caravan, I guess? What is the mission again, Ali?
Oh, see. It's,
Alex?
we have to be protection detail for a caravan headed to the trade city of Shandora.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go Irish for that too. Alright. Rub it off on me there, Jen.
Sorry.
You're
I realized earlier I was like sounding southern until I took one of my headphones off.
Yeah, headphones make it hard for me to do my shit too.
Yeah.
Sort of hands you with both hands as if it's a wondrous gift. The mostly bone now, but with a little bit of rotten flesh on it. Sahagin arm.
That is still
Oh, no.
A
we
what?
still have
A
that.
Sahagin arm. An arm of a fishman.
Oh.
So who
A
we get?
rotten arm of a fishman.
Well, it's basically bone now.
Yeah.
It's been
I'm-
gnawed clean.
I'm good. I don't think I have enough room in my backpack.
Oh.
And a little dejected, he puts it back in his bag.
Don't worry, Sariv. She'll get the next trophy, I guess.
Okay.
We should be
I
fine.
like
that's it.
I like teeth necklace if that helps.
Sort of. We'll remember this.
Please don't extract our teeth while we're sleeping, Sariv.
Crack. I make necklace
Sort
for
of
Jen.
would not take your teeth. You need
No,
teeth.
Jen's
You
just
need
thinking
for
like
eating.
she should have mentioned like wolf's teeth or something.
No, just teeth now.
Any teeth.
Yeah.
You
this
get
one.
just teeth.
You get
Regular.
teeth real soon.
Just wait till
Oh,
we get
no.
some molars off some thugs we kill in an alleyway.
Oh,
boy.
no.
Alright, so yeah, you guys are here at the guild. You've kind of like sallied up together, kind of met each other. And Alex has already said, I have another one if you want it. And you can take your she lets you know that it's not going to go out until tomorrow. So if you have a day to kind of like do things around town before you have to go meet up for this mission.
So, you guys have to move into another town, I guess, another city. I mean, we can do this quest for the guild, and we actually can help Phaedra on the way. We just have to. I guess I actually have to settle some things here in the city, but it will be a quick thing. So,
I mean, I think that it would be a good quest for us, and we can, go and check on that other book for Anetta, like she asked.
Yeah.
Caleb, do you have
Bless you.
Thanks.
do you have any mages here in the guild that I could maybe speak to about something?
Well, perhaps. I wonder if I made her a mage in the chat.
Also, out of character, does the Adventure Guild have like bedrooms to stay in, or are we going to an inn?
You probably have to go to an inn. They provide you a common room to have eat and drink while you're waiting for a guild mission, or just to have a free hangout or whatever, which the guild provides. But as far as room and board, you're gonna have to go elsewhere. But Ellipse kind of like looks up to you expectantly. I can help you with some magic as long as it's not too powerful.
Well, during our quest, we found a tent that didn't look like it belonged to goblins, which is what you sent us out to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
And I found these in that tent, and I'm gonna set the jade and the amulet down in front of her. Mm-hmm. And then that night, we had a visit from, well, above the table. Do I, at this point, have I figured out that it's a familiar?
I think we've had a conversation where you kind of all realized that was somebody's familiar.
Yeah.
I think Neil even said it out loud.
Yeah.
No, I kept it to myself and just said, oh, haha.
Did you? Okay, maybe not.
Bird's
well,
gone.
no, Sarah would kind of know, but he wouldn't know that it was a familiar then in that case. So it kind of depends upon whatever Sarah
Okay,
told you.
so Phaedra will just say, there was a, how do you put this? A raven that was not a raven, and I got the feeling...
Is it like a wedding desk?
I got the feeling that it was not friendly. It certainly wasn't a natural raven. And it felt like it was watching us. So I wonder if maybe these have any kind of significance or spiritual properties that I haven't noticed about them that you might recognize.
Alright, so you're showing her the necklace, is that right?
The necklace and the jade.
Did I tell you anything specific about the necklace yet, or not?
No, you just told me that I found a necklace and jade, and I just snagged them. I mean, I guess I could do a check on them. I hadn't, because...
I mean, yeah, you can do a check as well. As you kind of hold it out to her, and Alex will also take a look at them.
What kind of check am I doing here?
Let's do Arcana.
Terrible at that.
You did pretty
good.
good.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Kinda good.
Both you and Ellipse kind of discern that there's no real magical presence in the necklace, but it does seem to be worth about 50 gold pieces.
Oh, that's more than you told me initially.
Was it? Well, I was about to say,
Yes.
did I ask? Okay, so in this case it's 50 gold. Deal with it.
Okay.
That's what I was asking for. Did I give you a value on it? Because if that's what it was, that's what it was.
I thought you meant any kind of
No.
information.
Because usually, if it has a value, then that's what it is. Unless the
Okay,
value
yeah, you
is out.
told me 25.
I'll
I thought
go
you
ahead.
meant any kind of properties about it or insignia
yeah.
on it.
Yeah, there was nothing really. It's basically.
Do you want me to take the 25? Because
Yeah,
that's fine.
go with the 25. Yeah.
Okay.
That way, I'm not a liar, but I am a liar.
Yeah.
Because I just took away what I was just about to give. So maybe Alex overestimates it, and you're like, I don't know, I don't think that's gonna go for that much. So, like,
Okay.
Alex comes from, like, more established families, so it's like, oh, you're probably right. But yeah, she has a little bit of magic, arcane know-how.
And the jade is also
Just
not.
part of the necklace, yeah. Just an ornament.
Oh, because you'd listed them as two separate things. I'd
I?
found jade and an amulet. Yeah, because I have jade worth 20 and amulet worth 25.
Okay, then they're
listed
just small
separately.
then they're just small treasures that you can sell.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no,
I just
no
wanted to make
significant-
sure they weren't.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no significant
And
value
that's-
whatsoever.
Phaedra also wanted to make sure they weren't
Oh,
significant.
absolutely, yeah. No,
Okay,
we're
great.
not giving out magic items yet, but we're going to get there eventually.
Oh,
That was more like, I don't
Well,
know.
I mean,
a
you guys
symbol
could
or
probably. Yeah.
a creepy bird, but
Oh,
hey.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll just, Phaedra will say thank you, and take them back.
Alright. No problem. Alright. Should we go ahead and handle business throughout the city, then go into a long rest after that, and then take a break?
yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so
If-
this you can do it together, by the way. Like if
To
you just
the
went.
tavern.
I actually have to hit 2 places before I go to the tavern, so I guess I would just meet you guys there. So I'm sorry. I have to bills to pay. Oh,
Somebody
bills
has
to
to be
pay.
responsible.
Yeah, Phaedra will be like, I need to go and speak with a cleric and do a little bit of shopping, and then I'll happily meet you at the tavern.
Or
There-
to an inn, I guess.
Well, tell me where to meet you, and
Might as well just tag along, Phaedra, you and me, so we can if
Or,
you're going to go shopping.
I
mean,
guess
we
I
could
can
always-
turn to Ellipse and be like, is there a inn and tavern associated with the guild that offers maybe discounted rates to adventurers of the guild?
I'm checking real quick to see what I had down for one. She tells you about a tavern known as the Golden Goblet, which has bed lodging as well. So if you wanted to try there, but they're not affiliated with the guild in any way. But the rooms are
Okay.
very cheap and respectable.
That sounds good. Good as any, I mean. Well, it's better than sleeping on a boat. Right?
Anything's gonna be better than that, right?
Yeah.
Finn doesn't particularly have anything he needs to do, so
No,
I say, anybody? I can tag along with anybody who feels like they just want some company. I got nothing to do besides eventually head to the.
No's going to head to the bar feeling that she earned gold without really doing much last time. So she's just going to be like, I'll meet you guys at the bar, and just opens to the bar.
So you'll be heading over to the Golden Goblet. Alright, so who's going to the Goblet and who is going out on the town? So we know.
I'm going out on the town. I need to barter.
Yes,
Yeah.
our Master Potter, Krister, and imagine the people who are going around town are sticking together, or did we want to go separate ways?
I mean, we
Well,
can stick together.
yeah, Krister told Sarah next time he wanted to barter that he had to be nearby, and he's gonna roll with that.
I'm not demanding it though.
No, he pretty much took it as a tribe edict. So
Alright,
That was
so
something,
here's
sorry.
what I do. If you're going into the bar, come join Neil right here. If you're staying together, then stay in that group over there.
come join who?
No.
Neil, who is right here.
No,
This-
here.
we'll
If you're
pretend this
going
is
to the bar.
Yeah, if you're going to the bar.
Oh,
then-
that's the bar. Never mind.
Yeah. But if you want to go out and about, then stick as a group.
Okay.
Alright, so Jen, you're going to be hanging out with Neil?
Yeah.
Alright,
Okay.
Finn, are you going to go with the group, or you're going to hang out with them? Alright, cool. That's perfectly balanced. I like it.
Yeah.
Alright,
Phaedra would
split the
just be like, we'll see you guys soon.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope we
Don't
can
worry.
at least split the party for shopping.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, no, it should be fine. So
After
first,
Rask arrives.
yeah. So
I want to
for-
roll a perception check.
Yeah, start rolling them perception checks, and you'll start dropping me hits.
Um,
Krister, what
I
do you
am
wanna
watching the skies though. for sure.
All right, so Krister, where do you want to go to first?
Yeah, first I want to pay my debts, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
go head to the restaurant, which we have a wonderful lunch last day.
Oh, smells delicious once again. So there's the three of you walk up them stairs. You're greeted with a big rush of smell from shrimp casserole that's been cooked up. Some other fine cuisines hits your nostrils, and salivating all over again. But you see the happy-go-lucky Shelly as soon as you enter in. Poke it back.
I'll just wave over to her. Hello, Shelly. We actually have the bill to pay, so I have the money here.
Absolutely.
And
Well,
I'll
come
just, out of my own pocket, I'll just hand her 50 gold. And here's everything we owe you. I'm so sorry we had to actually make the deal to have the lunch here. So
not a problem. I'll let my sister know you paid it off, and she'll keep that in mind next time you're.
Oh, she was your sister.
Oh yeah. She runs the place. She's a very famous chef. Did you not know?
I'm sorry. I'm new in town, so.
Oh well, you guys got lucky. You got to have one of the best meals made by one of the best chefs.
Yeah, I actually never had a meal like that before, so thank you very much for it.
You're very welcome.
So-
We'll come back again. We'll take
Fish.
care of it.
Fish was good, but next
that's
time,
great.
don't cook it.
Don't mind.
Well, that kind of like delays the option that my sister does here, because she has to kind of like cook everything. There are some stuff that can go out raw, though. I'll let her know to send you a raw dish. How about that?
Okay.
Very well, very well. We'll come back and see us soon. I look forward to it.
Thank you very much. And we'll just head out, I guess.
All right, that takes care of that. And congratulations, you now have credit in town.
Let me just try my money real quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's. I mean, at least your credit rating's going up, so that's good.
Yeah.
Credit Karma's giving you a good report.
I still have a great amount of money for Krister, so like I'm satisfied with this.
Okay.
Sarv looks at Kriester and says,
Sorev needs to barter.
Oh, so what do you want to buy? What do you want to barter? might help you.
Things to heal, things to gather.
Oh, awesome. Let's find an apothecary or a supplier or something. We might we had that on a village. We might not have trouble finding this in a town, I guess. And I'll just try to look around to find anyone who sells like an apothecary or a general
an
goods.
apothecary. I'll help him if that matters.
Yeah, make an investigation check then. With advantage, whoever's making the roll.
I see. And better those too.
Probably better you than me.
Have +2 for that.
Oh, well, straight roll there, pretty
290s.
much. All right.
No.
It's been quite a bit of time. Well, not right. Let me cut away the fat. Alright. Spend a little bit of time asking around. You do find an apothecary. What would we name this place? Rita's. Yeah, we'll use that. So there's this apothecary called Rita's. Apothecary has the big old chemical signs, has like a little motor and pestle with a little stick kind of like dangling there on a wooden sign, and then you just kind of like go in here and you can smell instantly like medicinal herbs that just kind of like walk into your nostrils. And a red-headed woman, fiery red hair, just kind of like brushing out like a giant bush, greets you as she kind of like looks up from her seat. Hello.
Hello. I'm sorry to bother you. Are you busy right now?
No, come on in. Each of you, we want something. Come on in.
Hello. My
Here
name is
to
Krister.
barter you.
Barter
he
me.
wanna barter you, I guess.
Well, what can I help you with?
I guess we're looking for healing potions. One look at Sarif.
No. Healer's kit.
Healer's
Herbalism kit.
and an herbalism kit. Okay, I see where you're going. Is there a value on the player's handbook for those? I believe there
5 GP each.
All right, so yeah,
So 5 GP for the healer's kit and 5 GP for herbalism.
yeah, she'll offer them at 5 gold each. Yes,
Okay,
I have a couple of those kits, and she kind of like hands them off one and one.
Okay. I think I'll just pay for my first time. So he holds. Sarab's just gonna hold a a large amount of gold coins in front of Krister.
Wait. She said it's 5 gold, and I will start explaining to him how this works. I'm trying my best to do so. And I was just like, she only needs 5 of those, all right? 5 of those, the yellow ones, the glowy ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's the price of this herbalist kit, which I don't know how to use. I'll just hand it to Saurav.
Here you go.
But handling his money, I'm trying to help him with the money. Just that.
Yes, he's a very odd character to be in this lovely village, but not unheard of. What are you, a lizard folk, was it?
Sorev is lizard, yes.
Yeah, I see.
Southern Isles.
Ah, yes, the Southern Isles. I've been there once. Vacationed down there a couple of times, but not really my speed. At any rate.
Do you know Sisalik? Do you know Surakna?
Probably not. Oh,
No.
do you know Jiminy Cricket?
That is not his
Some
name.
some weird turtle. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had a shell and he just maybe it was a gig. I don't know. It was weird. Anyway, never mind. You said something else, or was that it? Just the kits?
Herbalism and healer's kit. So each is 5 GP.
Yep.
I'll give over, for the sake of brevity, I'll pay the 10 GP to have both.
Absolutely.
And chuck that in my inventory.
All right. Did you want a supply of herbs to go with those, or I think they come with like one good use to create whatever you need, but
in general, I'll probably use my nature skill to, for the long term,
to serve to like scavenge the woods and whatnot.
Yeah, I'll probably try to use the herbalism kit and the healer's kit. I think it's the herbalism kit to make potions when I can, if I find herbs and stuff like that.
Right.
If that's the sort of
supposed to come with 10 uses.
Yeah, healer's kit comes with 10 uses. Herbalism kit is for like gathering herbs, storing herbs, and hopefully making potions from said herbs. But that's a more long-term thing, and when we're out and about, I'll probably occasionally attempt to go find herbs and stuff.
Sounds good. Actually, encourage that kind of stuff too, so that's good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Phaedra is going to inquire about incense. Do you have any blocks of incense for sale?
How much you needing, dear?
Well, I would like 10, please, if you have them.
Is there a gold value
Perhaps?
you need, or 10 gold pieces?
Actually, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think
how much they are.
if you're using it for a spell, you might want to double check that. But if you're just needing it for effect, then that's a different story, I guess.
Yeah, just wanting it for effect, and it's not listing cost for me when I look it up.
Like I think,
what's the item?
Block of incense.
Well, I'm thinking, what's the spell that it would be used with?
No, it's not spells. It's just something I don't need any spell.
All right. Well, no.
I used it when I kind of prayed. So
we'll say like one use is 5 silver.
Yeah, that's what I'm finding for the sticks of incense, or 5 silver each.
Yeah, that sounds legit to me too. All right, cool.
So
yeah,
that
for
would be
like single use
5 gold for 10.
Sounds
basically.
good. Yeah, you could do that. 10 gold.
Okay.
Yeah. Or 5 gold for 10 uses of incense. Sure.
Okay.
All right.
And then I would ask her if there's a jeweler nearby.
Let's see here. Now I'm learning all the shops I need to add to Julian Cove. So, like
we're really helping fill out this town.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's actually if you can help me out with the world building off and on, that's going to happen because I don't know exactly what all we need right up front. So we're going to look
specifically a jeweler and a general store are the last 2 places.
Okay. She will tell you of a place which I will probably go on the break before then, and then have you go.
Yeah, no
there.
worries.
That way I have a little time to go or something. But yeah, definitely we'll come across that, and she will let you know. Don't encourage pets. Last campaign. Pet shop.
The Shimmering Crown, Jezebel's Jewels.
Good options. Good options. I'll take the Shimmering Crown. How about that?
Oh,
Good
what was the
nudge.
name of the apothecary, by the way?
It's just Rita's apothecary.
Rita's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this woman must be Rita. Rita is a bushy-haired redhead. I'm guessing she's half human. From the looks of it. And then we'll name the general store on the break. How about that?
Okay, sounds good.
Alright.
Okay.
Do we have any other places that we already know where we're going, or?
If there's nothing that I what I want on the general store, like instruments, we should hit another place, but I should be good doing hitting
Alright,
those.
so
I guess.
you'll want an instrument shop then, alright?
Yeah.
Not a problem. I'm gonna put that down as a note too. Alright, so we're gonna come up with those in a world building exercise during the break. So if you guys want to hold off on the rest of your shopping trip, we can like take a quick moment, see how the people in the tavern are doing, and then we'll go on break.
Okay.
Sound good? Alright, so we got
Sounds good.
we got Jen, Nil, and Finn hanging out in the tavern.
Mhm.
What do you guys want to do?
Well, Finn's gonna look around. He's definitely gonna have order an ale. Kind of get a sense of the crowd in there. Is there anybody gambling? Is there anybody? Finn has a little idea, so he kind of nudges Jen, and he's like, "You know that arm wrestling that you're making gold with. How do you find people to wrestle with?" I had an idea that we could maybe try and hustle some people a little bit.
Make a perception check as well. But go ahead, continue.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a good idea. Actually, you know what's really funny is I'm really good at cards. So if there's anyone around playing cards,
You make a perception check as well, because apparently Finn doesn't see anything beyond you.
Finn's really kind of embarrassed of his elf ears, so he always has his hood way up, and it's
Yeah.
like way over his eyes.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, he just not looking right. Jen, there's only one person playing cards, and it looks like they're playing solitaire.
It's a fun game.
Yeah,
Better not be dissing that.
yeah.
well,
they're-
we can always find somebody else another time.
True.
Let me buy y'all a round.
What's Finn order that?
I was also wondering, your friend, I hate to be rude, the scaly one, is he an alligator? Or
I think he's some kind of lizard guy. I don't know. I was on a boat to the Southern Isles, and that's where I met him. He
okay.
he seems
I just didn't want to be rude and, ask him himself.
I'm pretty sure you couldn't really offend him. He seems very straightforward.
Kind of like that in people.
Alright. You guys up to anything else, or are we ready to take a break?
Yeah, Nels was kind of sitting there listening to him talk, just kind of sipping a beer, and just be like,
Can
I
I-
gotta do better. I gotta do better than Kelly got stupid raven.
Can
I
can I arm wrestle Finn during the break?
Oh God!
It's a massacre. There's no one getting on alive.
Should I make a athletics check or just a Constitution save to see if
You
my
make a
arm
bad
shatters?
saving throw, bro.
Make athletics against each other.
Wow.
Wow. Finn, you put her down. You might think she let you do that.
It's all part of the hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally
Oh,
let him.
oh, my hand. Ow, ow. All right. Well,
Wow,
with
that
that,
was easy. We should bet on that.
yeah. Wow.
No.
Now it's time to bet.
All right. So, everybody, thank you for tuning in. We are going to go take our break, and make sure you're tuned in so you get those cookie clusters. So if something starts happening and we need help, you know what to do. You can spin them cookie clusters to help them out. We're going to go ahead and take our break, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Everybody else, get hydrated.
Nara.
All right. You guys want to play D&D, or you want to talk about Japan?
I don't know, Japan's pretty fun, man.
I know, but we're here.
Just send me the message later.
Welcome back, everybody. We are back from our break. We're going to go ahead and put Pretzel Rock to rest. And we're going to finish our adventures as we go shopping. Where do we want to go after the apothecary?
A general store or an instrument store.
Yep, so...
Find one.
Yes, I'm going to make you roll investigation to find either one.
Damn it.
Yep, you've leapt into that fiery ring, my friend.
Ay, scheiße.
Yeah.
Ay, scheiße.
You don't find... No, it takes quite a while before you find it. Matter of fact, what's the question? What time of day is it whenever you guys are getting done with the guild?
It was midday, you said, when we got to the guild, so...
Yeah.
Alright, so it's probably took you like 2 or 3 hours to find the instrument shop known as Do Re Mi's Instruments.
Oh boy.
Finn, who's noticeably buzzed now in the bar because it's taken a while, kind of says to everyone else in the bar, I probably should have shown these guys around the town since I live here.
Yeah,
probably would have been back here by now.
Yeah,
Motherfucker.
they're
Yeah, the people who know the town are like the ones chilling out at the tavern. Alright, well, these guys are having fun looking for stuff on their own. But you do find the shop. You go in, you see this gnome who's just now finishing putting like a big old bandolier on the, of some sort. God, nope, I'm brain dead now. Puts down this instrument. Yes, what can I help you with?
Hi, my name is Krister, and I'm actually looking for an instrument of sort, like something specific. I want to check. What do you have? I'm sorry.
What
what's
do you
your
need?
name again?
Oh, yeah, you had to ask it. Fosso Latida, at your service.
That's really, really fancy. My name is Kristen Nefson.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. If you would help me, I would
very
like to
nice.
know if you do have a horn. Not those like the ones I have on my head, but like the instrument.
that would, I
horn.
mean, they're like a trumpet or a bugle or a
some sort of
yeah,
trumpet.
some brass. You want some brass instruments? Is that what you want? Been working with a lot of brass lately.
Not brass. Like
no, not brass. You want copper? I don't know if that's a good sound.
I had one made out of bone. It was like a simple.
How the hell do you
horn.
get a horn to sound out of bone? No.
Yeah.
You gotta have some metallic to it. You gotta add some metallic to those things.
I know it was well worked. It's something rare, but now I don't have it anymore.
The
And
best
I'm trying to find
horns
a
are made
replacement.
from bone.
We can work on that. Actually, it sort of.
I
Just
mean,
remind me.
it's like a bugle horn at that point, isn't it? It doesn't have like one solid tone.
Yeah, it does, but I mean, it was something intrinsic. I had it for years now, but I had to sell it, and I'm trying to look for a replacement, something quite like it. But if you do not, I would be interested in your floats and lyres to have some.
Some
Or
lyres? Yeah. Tell you what, you look at the lyres, and I'm gonna go look in the back and see if I have anything like you described. How long ago was it since you lost your instrument? As he kind of like wanders off.
I actually didn't lost it, and I sold them like 2 weeks ago because I needed money, and I don't know what other way to get that. Yeah, I had an urge to have money in like real short time, but yeah, that's just it.
Alright, so he's gonna go search, but you can definitely see all kinds of lyres just kind of like lined up there before you. Takes a moment, comes back, and he's like, ain't got nothing like that except for this single, like, it looks like a horn of a bull or something. It's got like a little blow piece, and you can just blow it, and it's like a signal horn. I mean, it's not instrumental like this, but is it something you want? I mean,
it's something that I might just have to work on, but I guess that'll have to do. It's better than lyre, I would say.
If you say
how
so.
How much for one of those?
I'll let this go for a gold piece.
A gold piece?
Yeah, just
Okay.
sitting in the back doing nothing anyway.
Okay, so do you have like a bunch of leather straps so I can work on it as well?
I don't sell stuff like that, no.
Oh, damn it. Okay, so I'll just have to find it. Okay, here you go. One gold bits for it.
yeah.
One gold bits for it.
Mm-hmm.
Won't even bargain because it's one gold piece, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Well, did you want to get a lyre too, just in case this doesn't work out?
How much are those?
That's a good question. How much are lyres? Like what, 25 now?
It is 30 gold.
Wow, that's pretty close.
That's
I mean, he tells you 30 gold up front. What do you want to tell him?
Tell you what. If I tell you a tale, would you give me a good discount on that?
Make a persuasion check.
Shit.
You're the one digging this ditch.
How
Yep.
many shiny things do you have, Krister?
A few, not much, but a few. Don't, do not worry about it. I'll try to
Yeah.
get a good watering it.
Yeah, so he goes, grabs a stool, brings it over, jumps up on top of it, says, "Alright, let's hear it."
Okay, let me tell you a tale that you want to know. I just ask for 2 minutes of your time, then off you go. I'll tell you a tale of a group who kill a bunch of goblins right out of the woods to save a village from retrieving his book. And I'll just start starting to tell him the tale that the group from the new adventure, and the new group from the Adventure Guild Pillars of the Light, who hunt down a bunch of goblins after a book. And I'll try to do it the best way I can.
Performance check. You will.
Okay. Oh shit!
I was gonna say I can't. I was gonna assume that I can't help with this because I'd probably just cock it up anyways.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's gonna help either way. Turns around and says, he like looks disappointed, and he pulls his stool away. It's like, have a good ice day.
Okay, that was shit. Thank you anyway.
Like he even forgot he was trying to sell you anything.
Yeah, I'll just pick up the horn and good day, and just leave. Like shameful, shame walk.
I linger a bit and just say,
Be out in a minute.
You what, sir?
I'll be out in a minute, is what he said.
Oh, okay. And I'll just leave, and I'm just ashamed that I did that.
Yeah, the gnome is like putting the chair away, and you kind of like approach him at this point.
Yeah, Sarv slaps down 24 gold and his drum, and says,
Take the lyre.
The drum is worth 6 gold.
He looks it over. You're very good at this bartering thing, aren't you? All right, the lyre is yours.
Can count now.
Good to hear, my
and
friend.
he takes away. He gives away the drum, and it was 24, 30.
Sounds good.
And comes out of the place with the lyre, and just kind of as he rejoins the group, hands the lyre over to Krister, and says,
Did Krister know that eat most of food from that fateful day?
You don't actually have to. I got the horn. It's fine, really. You can grab your money back.
How about has eyes for horn? How about we make trade? Barter?
you rascal.
And
I'll tell you what.
He holds one hand out for the horn and the other hand out with the lyre.
He picks up the horn, and Krista picks up the horn, handing him it, and just say, I'll pay you for it. And I might just play for you. Okay? Thanks.
Sarv will listen.
Yeah. I do like this striped thing you say. Yeah, I do like. I pick up the lyre and just like, yeah. I think this would do just fine. Morose might like it this. I'll just put it on my bag. Thank you very much, sorry, for real.
and I'll have the horn in my inventory. I'm not proficient in it with it, but I figure it can make a good amount of noise for like a signal horn.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it is just important. Other than that, did we have one last stop, right? We had a couple of stops.
Yeah, general store and jewelry store, and Phaedra's gonna pop back in. We seem to be wandering around a lot, and she's gonna go, excuse me, Faso, was it? Can you direct us to the general store, please?
Right across the street. You'll never miss it.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yep. And he points to trinkets and baubles right across the street.
Alright, Phaedra's gonna be like, well, I need to run in here, guys.
Okay, I'll tag along. I actually need some stuff from there, so yeah.
Sounds good. So I guess we're gonna head into Trinkets and Bauble.
Alright. One moment, sorry.
He just had to get a for a moment.
No, I got tired of staring at my books that were hanging out over there, and I was like, you know what, I should go grab them just in case. Alright. I'm ready now. What are we doing?
We're heading into Trinkets and Baubles.
Alright, so... No, I'm not ready. No, As you walk into Trinkets and Baubles, you see a lithe young woman, halfling size, tending to the shop, and she kind of like notices you all from her corner, and she kind of like maintains the shop from at the counter and says, "Come on in. What can I get for you? We have 10-foot poles, rations, and all kinds of the stuff if you need."
Right, Phaedra's gonna walk in and walk up to the counter, and I'm in need of ink and some blank books, if you have them, please.
Okay, let's see here. Now, I think ink is in here for sure, but the blank books, I think... Boy, I had this weird memory, because now I'm dipping into Wednesday's campaign where you got 3 books that were blank that are worth 25 gold, so I wonder if that's the actual price for a blank book.
I'll look it up for you real quick.
Alright, I should have ink here shortly, though.
Yeah,
Right.
a book is 25 gold standard.
Holy crap.
Interesting. And ink in a 1 ounce. Wow, you're not gonna like this either. 10 gold pieces for ink.
Holy crap.
No, highway robbery, huh? But
Yeah,
you know
for,
what?
For 1 ounce.
If you want an ink pen, it's only 2 copper.
You're in luck.
Yes, we gotta buy one, get one. Matter of fact, if you buy the ink, we'll throw in the pen for free.
Wow.
Well,
It's
I already have a quill and ink. I was just gonna stock up on extras. So I think Phaedra would just kind of look at the prices and be like, well,
Yeah, well, indeed.
perhaps not then. Well, I guess maybe rations then.
Alright, rations. I think they're like, what, 5 silver?
5
per
silver,
day?
yeah. So
Wow, some of this stuff sticks to memory.
8,
Yeah.
so 4 gold worth.
Sure, that'll work.
All right, cool.
You said you needed ink.
Well, I could use some.
Okay. I'll reach over the store owner. I'm just like, so
Yes.
I'm sorry. What's your name again? I didn't got that.
You're gonna be one of those guys, aren't you? Tabby Lightfoot.
I'm
And you?
so sorry to bother you, Tabby. My name is Krister, and the only thing we actually need right now it's a bit of ink. And I don't want to be much of a trouble, but we're going to like have some work going to a library in the next city, the trading city. What's the name again, Phaedra?
Oh, we're going to the. You kind of like. Anetta didn't say the. She tried to say the name, but didn't say it well. But we're going to the library in Chandora.
Yeah, that place. So we might have a bunch of work to do, scribing and such. And we actually are working to the guild here right now, and we do need desperately that reagents.
Oh, wait a minute. She kind of like adjusts her eyes a bit and looks towards Phaedra. Are you one of the archivists?
Yeah.
Honey, why didn't you say so? I tell you what, for the archivist, I can let this ink go for 5 gold.
And the book?
I could probably come down to about 15 on that. Would that be satisfactory?
I can help you with that.
Yes, no, that would be lovely, thank you.
Absolutely. Anything for the archivist. After all, you do help stop some of the trade between such parchments and stuff. It's the least I could do.
Cool.
Awesome.
Alright.
Thank you very much.
Don't be afraid to throw that name around. It might actually get you a deal.
How much gold are you spending here, Phaedra?
No, that was all I really needed.
No, I mean, I was.
So that would be a total of 20 gold if you want the book and ink.
Yeah, it was 24 plus counting the rations, which I've already deducted.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hand you 10 gold to help it out.
Oh. No, I've got this. This is fine.
Yeah. If you say so. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna use it right now. I might just get some more because now I have something to play with. I mean, the instrument.
Well...
Krista enjoys being poor. Please humor her.
It's not like that, sorry. It's just not like that.
I give away all my instruments. He gives away everything he owns just so he could go broke. Okay.
It's not like that. Just imagine that I never had this much of gold right now. So, like, 15 gold, I never had it. I mean, it's a lot of gold, and I don't feel like I actually need it. So just say it.
Just take his money, dear. Just so you can get the hell out of my store.
Okay, alright. Oh, thank you, Krister.
Okay, no problem.
And Tabby, was it? Thank you so much.
No problem.
Is there a jeweler's nearby, perhaps?
Well, yes, there's one right across the street on the other side of the instrument shop.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
It's called the Shimmering Crown. You can't miss it. It's the one with the big sign with the crown on it.
That's really practical.
Sure enough. Amazing how these 3 shops are next to each other.
Sort of
Yeah.
dagger.
You need a dagger?
Need dagger.
And I closed the books. Shame on you. What is that, like gold piece or?
It's 2 gold.
Yeah, I knew it was something like that. Alright, shield. Yeah, make you can either make a persuasion check or pay the 2 gold.
Yeah, he wouldn't even think to persuade, so he's
Alright.
gonna pay the 2.
Fair enough. Cool. And with that, is there any other business at this general shop?
No.
You don't have any.
Say as he.
No, I would just look. Krister would just ask that and just look at his gold pouch. No, never mind. I'm out.
You sure?
I'll
I could find you something.
I'll just jump out of the store. Won't
Hey,
even answer
my
her.
window. No.
No, not like that.
Alright. No, you guys make your way out of this shop, and then you head across the street to the Shimmering Crown.
Shimmering Crown.
Yep, and as you walk in, there's a dwarf at the counter who's like got a big glass case of rings and necklaces and jewels and gems, all kinds of rocks. What can I get for you?
Well, actually, I have something for you, perhaps. Would you be interested in these? And I'm going to put the jade and the amulet on the counter.
Oh, absolutely. Good quality. Here, let me just pulls out like a little jewelry tool and kind of glances over and kind of like appraises. We said 25, and how much was on the amulet? Or what's
20 on the jade and 25 for the amulet was what you said.
So altogether would be 45, given it depreciation value. He'll probably tell you, I'll take it off your hands for 30 gold.
Well, Aelips at the Adventurers Guild said that the amulet itself was worth at least 50. Could we maybe meet in the middle at 40?
Make a persuasion check with advantage. Throwing the Adventurers Guild name, now you're getting somewhere.
Yeah, you name dropping now.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, it's only a
All
13.
right,
But...
So you countered with 40, and he's like, I can meet you at 35.
Done.
Alright, fair enough. So he offers you 35 gold for all that.
Which I will take.
Just making money, hand over fist. And Krister's spending it all, hand over fist.
Krister actually don't care about that. Just
No,
yeah.
no, you guys,
It's
you're doing
point.
great. You're doing good. You're doing good. All right. So as you finish getting your tools paid for and stuff, is there anything else you need to do here in particular, or are we heading back to the bar finally?
Nope, we can head back to the bar, but I'm gonna hand
Or tavern?
Krister and Sariv both 9 gold as their share of the gems I found on the adventure we went on.
More shiny.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Why does this one trade shiny for shiny? What is the point?
Because with the jewelry you can. I'm so
Not
sorry.
everyone is willing to barter goods for goods, Sariv. A lot of people prefer the gold pieces.
You smoothskins are a strange sorts.
Yes, I find them to be very strange as well, and I'm one of them.
Okay.
All right. So everybody returns back to the tavern.
Yeah.
Before they get,
And when we get there, Phaedra would hand Nil 9 gold as well.
well,
and-
before you get there, is there any
Oh,
shenanigans
no.
we need to deal with beforehand, guys? Like, a little time has passed. We could say, like, the crowd has changed. Do you want to make a new perception check for your hustle?
Does that include
Yeah.
me?
Definitely.
Finn, Nil, and Jin.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Got it.
yeah.
Oof,
Yeah, that's a good
nice.
one. Does Finn want to make...
Checks, is that correct?
Yeah. You're trying to... Yeah. Well, fortunately, Jin points to a character that she thinks would be a perfect target. This big old burly guy comes walking in. Neil, you're just... I don't see anything, but this big old burly guy comes in, it looks like, yeah. And he, like, sits down, he's being boisterous and everything. He's like, I can take on anybody, it's no big deal. Took on those wolves, not a problem. Hunting trip was a success, nobody stopped. You know, he's just starting to tell a story at the bar.
I'm gonna say to Jen, you know, I think we could probably rope that guy in. How about you shove me over on the floor and make fun of me and see if you can get it.
I mean, I guess I could. And I'll shove him over.
So, yeah, she shoves you. How about a performance check? I'll let you have advantage since you're working together. 15, not bad. So, yeah, you get thrown to the floor, and an 18 on her end, alright. And what do you do? Like, are you shouting anything, or?
Yeah, I'll shout, oh, what the hell? I thought you were stronger than that. Is there anybody who can actually prove their worth in this bar?
Yeah, the loud, boisterous guy kind of like pauses in his story and looks over and sees you push this guy over. And he kind of like walks over. What's going on over here, lass?
Well, I'm trying to find a good competition.
Oh, competition, you say? Oh, you should see me on my hunting trip. Killed 3 wolves today, that I did.
Well,
She knocked me flat. She's stronger than a wolf. You better be careful. I don't think you could take her.
Those sounds like... What's your game of challenge then, lass?
just a simple arm wrestle. But the stakes might be pretty high. 10 gold pieces.
That is pretty rich. Roll persuasion.
With not advantage. 19.
He sits down at a table and he readies up. Drops 10 gold right on the table. I'll be your huckleberry.
All right. And I'll put down 10 gold.
All right, well, give me an athletics check. Excuse me.
Can I give either Finn or Nil a look that says distract this guy so I get advantage?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there
maybe like accidentally spill a drink on him or something?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Like, oops, my bad.
Alright, you guys come up with a distraction and tell me how you execute it, and then we'll see if it gives her advantage.
I'm gonna accidentally like knock my ale over onto the pile of money, and then be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." And I'm gonna reach for all the coins and start like shuffling them around a little bit, and I'm gonna kind of keep doing it until he looks really like concerned that I'm handling all the money. But then once he looks like he's about to lose his shit, I'm gonna stack it back up so it's like obviously there's 20 gold still.
All right, so I don't know, make a performance check on it. So he kind of like starts to get a little edgy as he's like, "Hey, we're trying to do something, sir. Your friend here keeps getting in the way. Dude, get." He's just getting frustrated with you, and then eventually you stack all the money there. It's like, finally, and then you.
Yeah, sorry. My head's still a little ringing from her walloping me in there in the last go around.
Huh? Think you're that tough, huh? All right, so he like sets up the arm wrestle. You lock hands.
Yeah.
Roll me in athletics with advantage. As
natural 20.
Hold on, let's see if he gets. Alright, so let's see what he gets.
Crack!
We hear the table smash under the pressure, and he's like, "What the hell?" And he almost feels like his arm got ripped off. Not expecting that natural 20 out of nowhere. Taking him to the table real quick.
I love being a monk.
I told you, man. I told you.
He's
tough.
You're right. I think I'm gonna go now. Bye. And he starts to walk out real sad-faced and deflated from his egotistical story he was trying to tell at the beginning. And he walks out of the tavern. As he walks out,
a great day.
The rest of you walk in.
Oh.
Starting strong with that coming out the gate with the 20.
Yeah, that was pretty strong. So yeah, you guys walk in as you watch this guy holding his hand like, how? Why? Why did I take that bet? And he just wanders off into the crowd out in the open. But you guys are now all inside this tavern.
Oh, by the way, I would definitely give Finn, so I don't know how to divide 10 gold between 3 people. But I would try to divide 10 gold. I would divide,
three, and somebody gets a gold.
Well, you did all the hard work.
Well, no, what I was going to do was I was going to give everybody 3 gold, and then I would, buy a round or something for the party members whenever they get here.
Alright.
So I'll use the last gold for that.
Sounds good. Alright, but yeah, you all are now converged together. You're at a table, and yeah, you just watch that guy sadly walk out for him. And the song is just playing to his emotion right now.
Poor son.
Yeah.
Niall, you seem kind of down. What happened on the adventure anyways? Why have you been so bummed out?
What?
Nil, you seem pretty I don't know, like something crazy happened when you guys were on your adventure. What happened?
I wasn't able to use my full power, and I got all this money, and I kept missing and missing. God, this beer tastes really good, but I just kept missing. I couldn't do a single good hit with a spell, that's why.
Well, just keep
Just
practicing.
to accidentally, unintentionally rub in how sad she is, Phaedra's gonna bounce over and pop down 9 gold in front of Nil and be like, "This was your share from the loot we found."
What loot? I don't know any loot. You mean loot that bird? That was about the only thing I killed was that bird.
Yeah, I remember.
Killed bird good.
I remember quite well. You actually hit a goblin and almost set it aflame, didn't you?
No.
One of your attacks.
I see one of the ears on Sarov's necklace looks a little crispy.
Yeah,
Almost like
well.
fried.
It's almost like he's probably going to eat it later. Then the accomplishment will go away again.
Sorev does not ever eat his trophies.
Oh.
But that arm, though. Okay, never mind.
Still have it.
Oh, don't tell me you're gonna.
Didn't
Still.
say the meat would stay on it.
Oh, boy.
He looks at the mug that's in front of him, and as a ritual, he's going to cast Purify Food and Drink to
Oh.
cleanse it of the alcohol content.
Oh,
No.
Oh.
what a waste of beer.
Sorry, why do you keep poisoning my water?
Sorry, it's not poisoned water. I told you, it's fun water.
Fun water is poison.
That's the whole point. We want to poison ourselves a little bit every day, I guess.
Many eyes loses his sight when poisoned. This is
Well.
not good.
A little poison every day makes you resist the poison.
Yeah.
This is bullshit.
And he drinks his purified water.
Look, 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 look. It's deliciously distilled.
Well,
Distilled water.
that
at this
goes to
point.
gold.
Yeah. But, yeah. You guys wish to get rooms and stuff like that? We could just go into the long rest, unless you guys have any more shenanigans you want to play out.
I want to play one shenanigan if I
Alright.
may.
Yeah, by all means. What do you got?
I want to pick up the lyra that I got, the brand new lyra,
Okay.
and trying to get attention of the crown if there is any, and start playing the music I actually know about with lyra and try to sing along with it. I'm not actually myself singing, but I'm trying to get some attention and trying to make some gold out of it, if I may.
Yeah, make a performance check.
Phaedra will help out by putting her alms box at his feet.
Okay.
Your what?
Alms box comes with my priest pack.
Oh, okay.
Krister is playing as well. Finn's he wants to look around the bar and see if he notices any sort of signs to himself that maybe he shouldn't do anything untoward in here. But if he doesn't notice anything, he might keep an eye on people that aren't interested in donating to the song and
Make a
help them
perception check.
donate.
Yeah, make a perception check for what you're initially looking for.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
Let's see here. So, Krister starts busting out the lyre, and the melody he starts playing, very beautiful, very well received. And then you see a few people kind of like coming over, watching him perform for a minute. Like, if you're are you leisurely staying at your table, or are you going to try to find an open spot somewhere?
I was going to try to find an open spot.
Yeah, you start to get a crowd and everything, and a few coins start to drop into the alms box. A few
thank you,
more,
thank you very much.
Yeah. And
Sarv notices this and mimics the action by dropping one coin, turns around and says,
He's poor.
Roll me persuasion check.
"Oh Jesus, okay."
Oh, goodness.
Give a mean look to Sora.
Shit.
Let's see, persuasion. No.
No,
Boy.
it doesn't
Thank God.
influence. Yeah, it doesn't influence anything. The person who goes,
Beautiful.
an alligator just told me he's poor, and walks away.
Do note, I actually subtracted a coin from there.
Okay, that's fine. And you can add a coin plus 25 gold as you continue.
Oh shit!
Oh shit, he's really not poor anymore.
Yeah, so Finn, while you're looking around, like, are you looking for like any thieves' camp that the shadows might have left or something to that effect?
Yeah.
Let's see here. There's a yeah, like on the bar, like you've been up to the bar a couple of times. You've noticed like some scribbling on the table, and it's kind of got like a emblem that represents protected.
Okay, good to know.
So yeah. Oh, it takes away all the fun, doesn't it?
That's all right. That's all right. The fun will come.
Oh, alright. But yeah, so yeah, you guys are. Other than that, like, Krister's drawing a pretty good crowd. A few drunks who start coming around singing with him. They don't really know the words of the song. They're just going, ah, yeah, 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 and the three of them are making such an hideous melody, but you laugh it off because they drop a good portion of gold into your alms box, and you walk away with 25 plus the 1 gold that Sarah left. For a total of 26.
Oh, I have 40 gold now. Nice.
There you go. It was a really good lyre. Helps having a real instrument, huh?
Yeah, that's I guess.
Excuse me.
I go, I'm so glad our bard finally has an instrument.
Yeah, thanks, I guess.
Maybe we can help
Okay.
out next time.
What kind of bard doesn't have an instrument?
I had and for
This
like 2
one.
weeks.
This one?
I have now. Okay, will you just stop it?
when the sorcerer has an instrument, but the bard doesn't.
I mean, unless you don't want to have an instrument, of course, you don't have to be a bard that has an instrument. I've seen plenty of bards and they're just singing all the time.
Yeah, that's possible. I actually do sing myself, but I'm more of a telltale guy, I guess. But
Like a storyteller.
storyteller, yeah. I'm all around with the artistic side, but I would say that I don't have an instrument. I didn't have an instrument like everyone else is saying, like no. But I didn't have because I had to sell it. Just that. And I got here. Now I have some money. Now I got one, thanks to Sarv, especially. Might as well just get this bar thing going, let's say.
Alright, so any more shenanigans?
No, I'm done.
You done?
Sorry.
No, you're fine, you're fine. That's just my polite way of asking if there's something else you want to do before you take a long rest. Alright, so eventually, if you all wish to inquire about rooms, you find out they are 5 silver each. So if you want to take 5 silver off for a room for the night.
I throw a gold and say keep the change.
And your tip is noted. Matter of fact, they even bring you like fresh towels, snacks, anything they can to make your stay even more homely.
I'll do the same thing.
And yeah, so if you want the treatment, they'll look after anybody that tips well. So yeah.
I'm paying the normal price.
I mean,
This is already super luxurious for Finn, so he's happy with the base rate.
Yeah, I mean, Sarv would sleep in the stables, but this will do.
Sorry.
no, fine. Alright, so
Yeah, Phaedra's a little too distracted wanting to get started copying down the book, so
yeah, so is that
She'd
what you're
pay the
starting to do?
yeah, I think when we retire for the night, Phaedra's going to spend some time copying the books. So she'll just pay the 5 silver.
Alright, so let's see here. As everybody continues with their nightly events leading into the long rest. Let's see. Alright, so mentally, I have some things planned for your nighttime tonight. Let's start with Phaedra. As it gets later in the evening, we're in the 10 p.m. section, are you going to keep going until midnight, or? Like, how long do you plan to stay working?
I think, yeah, around midnight she'd probably turn in. She needs some sleep for the morning.
Alright. And you're currently working on which book?
I think she's gonna continue working on the Raven Queen for now.
Make a... What would be a good... Like a history check or something? But what would be a good... To, like, progress your work? Yeah, do a history check with advantage.
22.
Nice. Alright, so you've been at it for a while. You're probably more than halfway through some of the things that, is talked about in this very book. And I don't know, does Phaedra make it to the bed, or does she just fall asleep in the chair?
No, she just fall asleep in the chair, I think.
Yeah, pen still in hand. Your eyelids close, your head softly lolls in the book. Your hair is spilled out over the book as you just kind of like fall into slumber. And then you find yourself in darkness. Like you're awake and aware. You try to move. You can't quite move. Your movements are stiff, if you can even move an inch. But all you can see is like the light of your body showing your figure. And then slowly, in the far distance, at least it looks like it's far away, it's like a big black curtain of some sort coming towards you. And that is not the music I want playing right now.
And you're on the game show.
Yes, welcome everybody. Our time here is now... Let's try this. No, maybe that's too intense.
Oh god.
Oh no, we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll do
You're
this
in the
one.
death house.
Yeah.
We all got stabbed to death by those dudes from like freaking Lord of the Rings.
Alright, so no, the black curtain like comes towards you, then eventually you look up, and towering above there's like a little white porcelain mask. Or it looks like it's small, but it just keeps growing bigger and bigger and bigger until it's like right on top of you, this figure that 50 stories tall until you can finally see the face, and then it just crouches down where the big 3 or 4 story mask looks down at your diminutive figure and just stares at you. And then it plucks a little thread, and it says, soon. And the thread kind of like pulls, and you notice your right arm move to the reaction, and then the left arm kind of like moves to the reaction of another thread. You will follow my weave. And you kind of like fall into a deeper sleep after that and continue to rest for the night. But that's basically your visage with her.
Okay.
Sarov.
Mm-hmm.
You find yourself in a similar forest as you fall asleep and get into your dream-like state. The Komodo dragon that you had followed before, you were both like interacting like if he was your pet and you were its master. It's almost like you could play fetch, or like you could play with him like a dog. In this dream, you have a moment where you are in control. What would you like to do? He's like standing there looking at you, anticipating something to happen.
I want to go hunting with him, I guess.
So eventually the dream just kind of like spirals into a mist, and then eventually you're both on the prowl. You're hunting, and you can see the Komodo dragon going out in front, stomping up front, and just sniffing the air, and you joining in the scent, and then you both lock on to the prey. And then all of a sudden you guys like jump into a swamp, and then you see the prey just right there. What would it be? What would it be? It's probably... Oh, what do you think?
I'm in a swamp, maybe a giant frog or something.
Ooh, what are they, like woolly frogs or something like that? Like they're like a dire frog type thing. But yeah, you see this big old frog, you guys can like get closer to it, and then right as soon as the two of you like jump on top of it, and before it even has a chance to like recognize that it's in danger, you feel like you attacked it, and then all of a sudden your dream disappears. But the memory of that Komodo dragon is deep within your mind, meaning you now have the ability to transform fully into it due to your druid class, correct?
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Here. Who else do I want to pick on? I mean, what? Well, I don't think we have anything for you yet. Maybe we do. I'll have to... Not yet. And Jen just joined us, and Krister I'll have to look into deeper, but I think you guys are fine. However, As the hour gets late for Finn, there's a tap on the window.
Finn's a little groggy because he was kind of day drinking a little bit all day, but he shakes it off and kind of looks out.
As you look out the window, a pair of hands just kind of like reach down for the window and lift it open, and then the woman figure of Lavender joins you in the room.
Lavender,
Come
now
to
that I know your name, hello.
Well met. I've come to check on you.
Things are good. Quite a weight off my shoulder, not feeling I gotta keep looking over it every.
That's good. Now, do you have plans? Where are you heading?
The group of us is going to do a trade escort to earn a little bit of gold. Sorry, out of character because I forgot the name of the city we're headed to.
Shandor.
We're headed to Shandor.
Very good. Perhaps I will meet you there at the winery. And then we could talk about your first mission.
Very well. Is there just one winery in town?
Yes, there's only one.
Excellent. I will look for you there. Is it all right that my companions know about you, or do I need to keep this on?
Let's keep this under wraps for now. That way, the less they know, the more we can take care of in the background. We have no need for interference. As long as your friends play nicely, we should be fine.
Okay, I can do that.
Once you get to the winery, ask the old man if you can see Lavender. He'll know me. And then she kind of like makes her way out the window. And now she
all right. Finn closes the window back up and lays back down on his bed.
Alright, and with that, my friends, the rest of you get a long rest. And we'll try this peaceful music again. And you all wake up in the morning, various hours, some earlier than others. Phaedra, maybe you managed to make it to... Or actually, you don't know how, but you're in bed now. If you wake up, you wake up in bed. But your pen and quill and everything is still out on the table.
Just gonna rub her eyes sleepily, like maybe I crawled into bed when I was asleep. Get up and gather my stuff.
Make a quick perception check.
Oh boy.
This is just for the bonus cut. You find a single black raven feather by your pillow.
Ooh, nice. I'm gonna tuck that into the book of the Raven Queen as a bookmark.
Ooh, nice. I like it.
Aesthetic as hell.
That works. But yeah, the rest of you wake up at various moments. I think Phaedra might be a little later. Maybe Jen is. I don't know. Depends upon how you guys feel. Like, who would be the latest getting up? Nil?
Yeah, Nil fell asleep in the bathtub. Just enjoying the bathtub.
Oh, no wonder I didn't have anything for you.
It's been awake, but just doesn't want to get up.
Oh, it's too cold.
I think Phaedra would actually be like up and about. She's used to fairly regimented getting up, going to work type of thing. So.
Alright.
Yeah, Sarah was probably also a light sleeper.
Yeah, but you have that exciting dream, so yeah, you're definitely full of energy.
Jen would probably like wake up at dawn and then probably do like a workout in her room and then probably go jogging.
She probably woke up a couple of you with the like push-ups or pull-ups or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or shadow boxing. Yeah, there's some shadow boxing going on next door, and you're like, oh god, put the foot roar. But no, eventually you're all woken up at your own time, and you're able to come down, enjoy a breakfast. And unless you want to sit here and have a breakfast meal, we can go right into the day.
Nell's ready to start the day and to redeem herself.
Jen's breakfast is coffee, black.
That's pretty easy.
Nell would like some bacon.
As you wish.
Sarv only wants water, figures that they're gonna go hunting together for food later.
Alright. And you see the
Crystal
mom
is just
getting...
gonna have a piece of bread and like any cup of milk they have. So that's just it.
Mm-hmm. You do happen to notice, like, waitress Sarv takes a plate full of bacon, eggs, and sausage to a table. Has a very nice smell to it.
Phaedra is gonna order like biscuits and bacon
Oh,
and
sorry.
eggs,
All
and
right.
then nudge Sarv and be like, "It's pretty good. Maybe not as good as bad fish, but
I think even Sarv would laugh at that and says, "Bad fish is good, but why does these smooth skins always cook their food, put it under fire?"
well, smooth skins can get sick if we eat the wrong food raw."
Oh. So, stomachs are weak.
A little bit, yes.
Okay. Sarv thinks he understands.
Just gonna pass him a piece of bacon.
Okay, I gobble that stuff up.
There you go. Yum, yum, yum. It's delicious.
So Finn hasn't ordered anything, but he's kind of just looking around the common room, and if he sees anybody kind of get up and leave some scraps on their plate, he's gonna like casually stroll by and like snatch them up.
Give me a sleight of hand. There happens to be a couple that just now left. No, let's see here. Who's actually paying attention?
Certainly not Phaedra. She's more invested in.
Yeah.
He's not. Yeah, he's not
Yeah.
trying to like steal
Yeah.
from people. He's
Yeah.
just trying to like clean up the scraps before the barmaids.
Yeah,
I might be paying attention, but I don't know if the conversation distracted me or not.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I stopped paying attention with the SAR, so at this point I'm like, guys, do whatever you need to do.
Excuse me. So yeah, you managed to do it. Not even the staff's even aware that you did it, but you know, you managed to pull off some scraps of bacon and half-eaten biscuits and a little bit of gravy.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. Alright, so yeah, what's the agenda, everybody? What are we doing?
No, go ahead.
We might just go to the guild that got the job. What do you guys say?
The tribe goes for a hunt.
Yeah, we might go for a hunt in another city, I guess. We're gonna turn in some books and protect the caravan, it seems.
Starve seems okay with this.
Okay.
I'm ready to go.
Let's do it. Let's
Alrighty.
kill some more people.
Jesus.
Goblins.
I don't
Damn
think
goblins.
that's quite the job, but yeah, let's
Maybe
roll.
some Slugernhausen, as my character's slightly getting over her drunkenness. Some Slugernhausen.
Alright,
I
so
mean,
you...
my rule is just as long as, you know, they deserved it.
Alright, so do we head to the Pillar of Light?
Yeah, I think everyone's as soon as we're done with breakfast, everyone's gonna.
No. It's another day, another morning, and it seems busier in the early part of the day, as you could see several other adventurers like gathering around the boards, kind of like looking at the papers. And you can see Alex. She's putting up posters on the bulletin board on the upstairs balcony. And there's like several more seasoned looking adventurers who are up there like reading what she's posting, and then she finishes up with the last one, comes down the stairs and kind of notices you. Oh, good morning. How are you all doing today?
Fine, I guess.
Yeah, good, Ellipse. We're here for that adventure
Sure
job
thing.
you
Yes, yes.
mentioned.
I actually saved that one for you. Here you go. Pulls out a paper slip that she hands over to Phaedra. And says, this here, you will show it to the merchant who is loading up the warehouse down the street. Kind of gives you direction to a warehouse where the merchants are like putting together a caravan.
Sure. Can I either read over the paper and get the details of like pay and stuff, or ask her about it?
Yes, you can. Well, I would prefer you to ask. That way I don't have to write it.
Okay.
And I'll write it later. But yeah, so in asking her, she lets you know that successful completion, the satisfactory state of the caravan driver, the owner of the caravan. If all goods are delivered promptly, you'll be rewarded. Does she want to do it? Do you want the individual price, or do you want like a group rate?
Individual for each of us, you mean?
Yeah, would it be easier just to tell you how much individually you would get?
Yeah.
I think she would say it would be worth 40 gold individually for all the help to, they would get 40 gold for completion.
And would you mind if I asked, what are the goods that we're guarding?
Various goods like crops and exports. Basically like equipment, trade goods that they normally prepare here. What else is there? There's like
No, that's totally fine. You
no,
don't
no,
have to,
like going
well,
into
fail
deeper
us or
detail.
anything.
There's
It's Julian Cove, right? It's on the ocean, so probably like fish and salt, I would say, would
so there'd
be
be
their
like
main exports.
Yeah.
Yeah, some mostly like fish and salt. She even mentions like blubber from like the big whales that have been harpooned last
Oh,
season.
yeah.
So
Or like
there's-
seaweed harvested.
Yeah, they're like various
Right.
sea goods that they would have, and then I'm just trying to flavor that up a little bit for you. But yeah, she tells you all
Yeah,
kinds
no
of goods
worries.
like that.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering. I'm a curious person.
And how long is this job gonna take, do you think, Caleb?
Well, they do have to travel to Masola first, go to the crossroad. That take you about 3 days, and then it would take you about 3 more days from the crossroad to get to Shandor. So it could take up to a week.
Okay. Are they including food for everyone in the caravan, including the guards, us, while
good.
we stop for the night each time?
Yes, I believe rations will be provided on site.
I think that sounds good to me, guys. What about you?
Yeah, I guess.
I just have one more question about the goods. Is anything perishable if we don't get there in a certain amount of time? Are we gonna lose any of?
You would probably have to take that up with the caravan driver, but most of the goods should be at least good for a week, if not longer. Should
Thank you.
definitely, this basically should be there within the week that it's been given. Like, it's expected to take a week. They're going to definitely prepare for such.
Okay.
So it may take a week to get to Shandor. Individual reward is 40 gold with rations provided per day, so you don't have to worry about spending your money on rations or anything for this trip.
Yeah.
Get
Um,
that money now or later?
It will be
Oh.
upon She will inform you that if you wish to receive the money upon completion, you may take your stones to the Adventuring Guild in Shandor, and they will be able to assist you with getting your money sooner. So basically, you'll be able to go to the Adventure Guild in Shandor and actually go ahead and turn the contract in there and get your money.
What's the name of the Adventurers Guild in Chandora, Ellipse?
Good question. Let me double check.
I was gonna make a joke.
He's
They're
like,
all
good
called the
question, you
Adventuring
son of a
Guild.
bitch.
Just-
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
no.
right.
No,
Star's
there's
just
no-
like,
do
you
not,
just
do not,
had to ask,
do
didn't
not,
you?
do not worry. This one I actually had to do. Just gotta. I think it's Sullivan. Adventure Guild is Lionel. I know. Huh. Okay, so that's probably in my own notes. Let me check the old notes real quick. Shandora chapter is the Sullivan chapter.
The Sullivan?
Yep, Sullivan chapter. She informs you there is a Sigmar Lionel who runs the Adventure Guild for the Sullivans, and they will be able to provide you with the completion of this contract if you so see that you need the money sooner.
Oh, excellent. I mean, since we're going to Chandor anyway, is there anything else we can do for the guild along the way?
Make a persuasion, I guess?
Oh, okay, I'm terrible.
I mean,
I'm out.
yeah, this helps.
Yeah.
No. This we actually have everything taken care of. But
Alrighty.
I will suggest that if you feel like you need to take a inventory quest from the Sullivan chapter, you may do so as well, since you are part of the adventuring guilds in Thailand. So basically, being part of this adventuring guild will allow you to take contracts from other locations as
From
well.
the sister chapters as
Pretty
well.
much.
Okay.
Yep, pretty nice little system.
Sounds good. Well, in that case, directions to the warehouse. You said it was down the street.
Yes. Just travel south from here. You'll see a bunch of caravans being put together. It's probably 3 or 4 blocks long. And you'll be able to meet up with a... I'm gonna do it. Yeah, do that. Alright. There is a gentleman named Arlo that you need to speak to.
Hello.
Arlo. A-R-L-O.
Alright, thank you, Ellipse. We'll see you when we see you, I guess.
Okay, have a nice trip. See you soon.
Thank you very much for everything.
Bye.
Alright, so anything else you guys want to do here, or are you good to go?
Good to go.
Good to go.
Alright, so
Yeah,
so the tribe starts heading south, and before long you see a black bearded man with like red tassels around his hat. He's got like a long brim black hat and everything, and he's like barking out orders to everybody, and you can definitely tell he's the one in charge. Alright, get that truck loaded up, put all that stuff in there, and get it set up. And you guys just kind of like come in on him as he's finishing up getting one of the last trucks loaded. What do you guys want?
I'm sorry, I think we are your escort. We're gonna escort you to the city. What's the name again, Fidger? Sorry.
Chandora.
Chandora, yeah, that place.
Yeah. Yep. You guys look. Wow, you're strange. Looks at Sarah for a moment. You're not feeling well, or you're a little green there, friend?
That is...
Finn kind of slips his hood over his head so he doesn't get made fun of.
There it is.
We're alright, I guess. We just woke up, had a little talk to the guild leader, the Humanitarians Guild organizer, Alex.
So you guys got orders then. Alright, let me see your paperwork.
It's
Phaedra will hand it over.
Alright, you see him pull out like a similar stone as to what you have. Kind of puts it over it and just says, alright. Fair enough. You guys got horses or anything? Or are you just gonna... I don't know. Bareback?
guess we have everything we need, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're all set.
I mean, caravans are usually a mix of walking and riding anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure you're all comfortable for this journey. But yeah, we're gonna try to keep up a good pace, though. All right, you guys got that last truck loaded. All right, good job, boys. Get in the caravan. Let's go. You're all welcome to pick a carriage to hang out in if you want. Just keep things safe. If you need anything, I'll be in the front carriage. And if something happens, you let me know.
Finn will, I think, kind of latch onto the front carriage.
Good choice. And
Yeah, I was gonna suggest that we maybe go 2 and 2, like front, middle, and back
just so you
to the
know,
rest of the group.
there's about 10 carriages that are kind of like lined up behind each other. Most
Yeah,
of
so
them
like
are pulled
one in
by.
the front,
Yeah.
one in the 10th, and one in like the 5th or 6th.
Mhm.
So 2 and 2.
Yeah, if you guys want to pair off, how do you want to pair off?
Yeah, I would say me and Sarv in the last one for rear.
Alright, so Krister and Sarv in the rear. And then who's going to be in the middle?
No, should be in the middle.
Probably with Phaedra? Or does
yeah.
Jin? Like, that's people who know each other if we do it like that.
Yeah.
And then...
I was thinking I would go in the front with Finn, probably.
Alright, so that's... So, yeah, does that look correct?
Yeah,
Okay,
looks
ignore,
good.
ignore these commoners. Well, I'd like to wish you a good journey. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Alright. Yeah, so Arlo, like, loads up his carriage. He says, alright, let's go. And then you all are in your respective carriages. And now you're fixing to leave Jillian Cove. Until you've forgotten something and decided you need to come back real quick. No. Okay, so I have a couple options here. We can keep going for about 30 more minutes and play through probably the first day scenario. Or we could call it here and I try to get more material ready for us for the next session. It's up to you guys.
Play through.
Play through? Play through?
I'm good either way.
I'm good too.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
same here.
say, either way, I'm good, I guess.
I don't want to hold anyone else, so I'm just gonna say it. I'm really, really tired right now. I'm so sorry about it, but
Oh,
I
he's
could keep
making you
going.
tired. Wow.
No, it's funny. I wasn't gonna say anything, but I'm also really tired. I didn't get much sleep last night.
What
it's
time
like-
is it for you?
it's
right
1 a.m.
now?
right now.
It's 1 a.m.
for
Wow.
me right now.
It's only 8 here, but I'm really tired. I woke up at like 6 in the morning.
Alright,
Ugh.
so... Okay, do you want to go through the first day then? Or do you want to wait?
I can do it. No problem.
Yeah.
I don't want to hold you guys up. So,
Alright.
I mean, it seems like there's a couple of people that are tired. So if we have a pretty good sense that, you know, the first day is going to be
Alright, so...
short, we're not. I don't want to like inflict anybody, and all of a sudden we're stuck in, you know, some fight that we're not done till
Yeah.
whenever. But
Yeah.
I'm totally flexible. So whatever everyone wants to do.
Alright.
Maybe if we do get into combat, maybe that's the start of the next session. Or
Sounds good to me too, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we'll
Yeah,
do.
I'm good with that actually.
Alright,
sounds good.
so for the first part of the morning, or yeah, it's still mid-morning to mid-afternoon, who wants to roll a perception check as you're kind of like rolling out, keeping watch?
I certainly
be-
want to.
Yeah, I'll be paying attention off the front as well.
Alright,
Yeah,
go
Crystal
ahead and make
is
your...
like playing with
yeah.
the lyre, so nope.
Yeah, so those who are perceive.
Oh no, sorry.
Oh,
No,
my goodness gracious.
So,
I would attempt to perceive myself.
I'm like staring at Arlo.
No,
I'm
you know
like,
what, Neil?
he made a joke.
What's that?
You actually do perceive yourself. That's about it, though.
Oh.
That's funny.
But yeah, with the 18, if Phaedra's out there paying attention, you notice that damn raven again. And you guys
Do
are,
I
You know
notice her staring at the raven?
Phaedra's in a different truck altogether, so no.
Oh right, I forgot.
Right.
Sorry.
Yep, you guys are separated, so only Nil would actually notice Phaedra kind of like glancing out.
Sarv's going on. So anyway, I was eating the frog, and the next thing I know,
Phaedra would turn to Nil and point out the raven again and be like, that thing is following us. Do you know what it is?
No, but if you need me to, I'll blow it up again.
I get a really bad feeling from it.
I think I'll be fine. How far away is the raven?
It's about 100 feet up.
Oh, 100 feet up.
Yeah, it's doing the circling and just kind of like following your caravan.
Oh, you know what? Don't worry. If it gets too close, I'll just. You know what? I'm getting really sick and tired of seeing that raven. I will like to kind of look out the thing and launch a firebolt at the raven.
Alright, go ahead and roll. So you guys see a firebolt come out of a window, go shooting straight up into the air, and then go ahead and roll damage, because an AC of 10.
Oh.
1 damage is all it takes to blow these up. So it should have like burst into like a bunch of feathers, however it just kind of like sparkles for a moment and disappears.
See, the bird's dead. Don't worry about it. We got a long ways to go now.
And everybody else in the caravan would have seen that short fire go up.
Look, Neil hit that thing. Good job, Neil.
That? Do you think somebody's killing birds out of boredom? Because that's quite rude.
I was trying to get food for Star, but
I don't know.
Cannot eat those. They are not of this world.
Well,
Plus, I think crows have diseases.
We're on the same page here.
well, these don't have any meat, it seems. So
Right, it dies in like a puff of smoke again, right?
Yeah, puff of smoke.
Okay.
It didn't really have any.
Yeah, okay.
health
So
to it.
Sarv knows it's got to be the same one, or at least a similar one.
You definitely don't smell burnt bird coming out of the air.
Yeah, okay.
But your caravan continues on, this time with no further complications. You guys stop for a quick lunch, and then pick up about a half hour after that and continue onward. You get into the evening hours where you're getting ready to find camp, but let's go ahead and do another round of perception checks.
I would do one right now. So.
Oh, there you go, Finn.
All right, come on, Sarv. Ah, Jesus, Sarv.
Oh,
Looks like everybody
Hey
went
guys.
down low after that.
What is going on with our rolls?
I don't know.
Oh, not one. Jeez.
But Finn, you kind of like glance out, and there seems to be like a roadblock of some sort up ahead. There's like a big old tree laying in the road for no reason at all, and then a giant figure just kind of like standing next to it. And you guys,
how far ahead is it?
It's probably about 100 and we'll say 180 feet before you're right on top of it.
I'm gonna kind of yell out to the caravan driver. Hey, do you see that up ahead? Maybe we should stop and figure out what's going on up there before we get too close.
Yeah, well, that's what I hired you guys for. Go check it out for us.
All right, I'll go. I'll hop out of the caravan and maybe try and duck off the side of the road and kind of hide myself up a little bit and sneak up there to see what I can see.
Alright, so he kind of like whistles to stop the rest of the carriages. And go ahead and roll a stealth check. Yeah.
Would you mind if I joined you, Finn?
Not at all.
So the two of you make stealth checks.
Clink.
No,
Jesus.
Quiet like a cat.
All of a sudden, a loud branch.
Finn thinks he's really stealthy, and so he turns to Jen and says, "Shh."
Okay. And then the two of you kind of like approach a little further, and then Finn steps on another branch, and you're within about, I'll give you 50 feet before you're close enough for this thing to see you or try to perceive you. But
Can we see what it is?
you see what looks like a hill giant who's just like waiting there. He's like picking his nose and just staring at this giant tree he pushed over and just waiting.
Would I know what languages giants? Like, do giants speak Dwarvish? Maybe I can't remember.
I think they speak.
I don't know what my
Speak
character
giant.
would know.
Yeah, they know.
Maybe my character doesn't know this.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Do you know giant?
No, my character knows Dwarvish, so I'm just guessing. I'm assuming she'd be like, "Oh, it looks like a giant. I think they speak Dwarvish." Probably go talk to it. I think they speak Dwarvish, probably.
Probably.
I'm gonna.
Are the rest of us like noticing this? Like,
I mean, we would have noticed the caravan stop, right?
Yeah, the caravan stopped, and then if you wanted to question your caravan driver, he says, "Oh, you're a couple of your friends decided they go up there and check it out for us real quick. Should be right back."
Yeah, I'm gonna move after him.
Yeah. I'm gonna tag along with Sarah.
Yeah.
Nell will say, "Damn ravens."
I
Given
wonder if
that
we should.
everyone else is going ahead, I'm gonna, nudge Nil and go, maybe we should follow them.
Okay, fine. I'll blap some more ravens out of the sky. Let's go.
Well, I was gonna say to Jen, maybe we should, now that we kind of see what it is, we should collect up with everybody before we get too close.
Right, of course.
Hey, I hear you over there.
Oh shit.
And Giant kind of like walks towards your direction.
Do I know these kind of things to be giant, or these giants, of course? Do I know these things to be violent? Kind of folk, or?
Who's asking? Sorry.
This is Sarav. Yeah.
Make a nature check.
Okey-doke.
Yeah, would
Critical.
same question.
Run.
Would Phaedra know that?
Should we run for our lives?
Make a nature check.
Well,
I
nature
will-
or history?
I'll let you pick. History sounds good too.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like she would have read about it
Yeah,
more than.
So this guy could be bad news. He can be aggressive. I mean, you know them to have like a chaotic nature, but they're pretty evil. So
This could go any way. Prepare yourselves.
Oh, lovely.
Oh really? Shit.
Do I have how close is everybody kind of to where Jen and I had advanced up to?
I would say
I imagine I'm right behind you, Finn. That's what I tried to catch up to you.
Okay.
So I don't know, unless you guys wanted to dart away.
I'll place
and
myself
catch up
behind
there.
you.
Yeah, like if you wanted to like catch up and everything.
Yeah.
Do you have a sense that, or I guess, I don't know, would I have a sense whether the giant said, I hear you over there, just thinking that maybe I could just step out and by myself and try and pass it off that there's not a whole group of us.
Yeah, but you think Jin's the one that made all the noise?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you tell me what you want to do. I'm going to go ahead and move a battle map over closer here so I can set it up if we need to.
I'm going to whisper to everyone and just say, I don't know if he knows how many of us are here. I think I was pretty quiet moving up, so he might just think there's one person. Do you think we should reveal our numbers or try and just show strength or show not show our whole hand? I don't know.
I go up to him. Wait, where are you at? Oh,
Yeah,
is that
but-
a penis?
No, it's a fucking tree, you asshat.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, I don't know why.
Like,
Alright.
You just
Ron
need to
is
color it in.
broken.
hold on, let me work on that. I'm
Yeah.
afraid
I'm
to.
okay, I
now.
got
I'm afraid to now. I don't think I should. No, I don't think I should be done.
Oh.
That's supposed to be the that's supposed to be the tree that got tipped over, you asshole. Gosh, what's on your mind?
I don't know why that broke me.
All right,
Well,
go ahead.
now there's something on my mind.
All right.
Fix it, and they just ruined it.
Now somebody just overdid it. It's not nice.
Whoa!
Can't move
All
it.
right. Put your tokens down here where Sarv is. Let's all be good for a little bit.
I think I was in the middle of the group, so I'll just put
Yeah,
myself
yeah.
in the middle there.
However you want to do it there. But
I don't know why I can't put mine on the thing.
drag your name from the character sheet. Make sure it's not the portrait. Make sure it's not the portrait.
But it's not dragging. That's
drag
the
your name
problem.
over. Let's see, Phaedra.
Nope, Phaedra's here.
Oh, Phaedra's there. Jen, maybe.
Jen.
Okay, let me check. See, I did it.
I don't know why I can't drag it over. That's so weird.
Just click
Sorry.
Jen and hold it over and drag it over. All right. Well, there you go. Now you're all where you want to be right now.
Mhm.
And the giant's starting to move towards your direction. But
I just go up to Finn and said, "Don't worry, I got this. Let me take care of it, okay?"
Hearing that,
owns.
Kira's gonna walk up and cut Nil on the shoulder and be like, "You got this," and cast guidance.
Okay.
Oh no, that's only ability checks, isn't it? Or is it also?
If he's gonna make an acrobatics check and get the fuck out of here, that might be necessary. I don't know. We'll figure out.
It's an ability check.
Yeah.
So if you make an ability check, you can add a d4.
Okay. You go, guys. Wait a minute. I have an idea. I need you guys to bring him closer off the road, and then I got a spell that will help us out. Okay?
So
I hear you.
Fine.
Should we find out what he wants?
Yeah, sure.
Where do you want him to be led to? Like right here?
Preferably off the road.
Okay, so like over here.
Yes.
Okay.
I say, excuse me, good sir. What are you doing with the tree?
I push tree in way and people trade me thing to move tree out of way. What are you doing on my road?
Oh, it's Barter.
Yeah, Arthur. What's Arthur?
What you want for tree move?
Shiny thingies.
Why does everybody want the shiny things?
The shiny thingy give me bigger thingies and town thingies.
I say, don't you want something more magical? What if I can offer you a good night's sleep?
I don't need sleep. He bangs his great club against the ground. Seems agitated now that she said that.
What about a beautiful lock of beautiful red hair? And I kind of flip my hair over my shoulder.
Okay.
That's not shiny.
Yeah, that's not shiny at all.
Oh. Phaedra goes, "Wait a second. You said shiny, right?
Yeah?
How much do you like that club in your hand?"
Well, it's good for clobbering animals.
What if I could make it shiny?
Ooh, can you? Please? Oh, it's out, club.
Will that get
Jesus.
you to move the tree?
Well, let me see shiny first. I'll tell you after.
I will touch his great club and cast light on it.
Okay. So, technically, it shines.
It's shiny and glowy.
He waves
See?
it around like
Look at how shiny it is.
Yeah, so he's
Is
like
that good?
he's a kid with a flashlight. He starts flashing it all over at everybody, and it just kind of like blurs in everybody's eyes every now and then. It's shiny. Okay, you can go by. And he like walks back to his tree.
Can
And
you
then
sell those?
Jesus.
Sort of could use one too.
Well, I can make it shiny for about an hour, honestly. Last very long, but we'll be gone by then.
Oh.
Oh, this is going to go south when he finds out Shiny went away.
Sarv whispers, "So you lie then?"
I did not, good sir. It's
All right,
shiny,
little
isn't it?
creatures, come and pass. There's a
Let's
big
just get to-
caravan over there. I can't wait for them to come.
No, they're with us.
What?
They're with us.
No! But you guys can go through for this, Shiny. It's not fair. It's not fair.
I get really annoyed and I cast sleep on him.
Oh no.
You do know that's not going to work, right?
I hope you roll maximum dice.
Wait, how does sleep work in 5th edition? It's asking me at what level.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you have to pick what level
Yeah.
you can cast it at. On top of that, you have to have the amount of HP of that creature before it can go to sleep. And if that creature has more HP than you can roll, it's not going
And
to
this
sleep.
It won't
is
go
a
to sleep.
troll?
Giant. It's a
It's
giant.
It's a hill giant.
Yeah.
This is about to be a fucked up situation.
I would highly
I mean-
suggest you not cast sleep.
Yeah.
Just
No,
because you
don't do
didn't
it.
know how it worked in 5th edition. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. If you still want to cast it, I'm not going to stop you.
Phaedra would ask him, any other things you want shiny for the caravan to pass?
Oh dear lord. Well, I got club. I don't need no other shiny for this. But they gotta give me shiny too, like maybe crystals or rocks and gems.
Oh, what about, and I'll pick up a handful of rocks and cast light on them and take them over to him. What about these?
I'm gonna need a persuasion check this time.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I have an idea if this doesn't work.
Ooh, shiny! Oh my god. Alright.
Yay!
He moves the log out of the way. He says, okay, caravan path through. I got plenty of shinies. Last me all night. Yay!
Okay, thank you. What was your name?
Johnny.
Thank you, Johnny. And if the shinies, if you need more shinies and I see you again, I'll make more things shiny for you. Okay?
Okay.
Great.
Johnny the Hill Giant was bribed by light spell. Okay, we will remember this. Alright. But no. So you're able to return, get the caravan, and the giant just kind of like oozes at his shiny rocks, and you're able to go past him and continue on your way. If you so wish.
Sounds good to me.
That was a great idea.
As Sarov passes by, he's just going to give 5 silvers to the giant.
Ooh, more shinies.
And say, more shinies.
Thank you. Shiny good. Look, matches rock.
Mm-hmm. For at least more than an hour. Bye.
What? I don't understand. Oh goodness. All right, so you.
It's one of those jokes that humans tell all the time. It's not funny.
But you guys managed to make your way forward. And who knows, in about an hour, this guy might be like, hey, they no longer shine. And come find you to add more light. But
No problem.
I did promise to make more things shiny for him if we see him again. I didn't tell him that the shiny would last forever.
Alright, so the caravan continues until.
Oh,
it gets...
and when the caravan continues, like a minute after they leave, Sarov goes,
The caravan should probably go as fast as possible.
Yes, they probably should.
Yeah, oh no, hurry it up, because we might
Yep.
have an angry troll giant thing
Yeah,
after us.
yes, let's hurry, hustle, boom, 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 boom. So they double time it, and they keep going for a good while. You guys get halfway between here and Marsola, which will get you on the Great Road leading to the crossroads. And Arlo starts pulling the caravan off for the long rest of the evening. You see them kind of like make a big old circle with all the caravans and then line up the horses, get them fed, and everybody starts to bed down, and everybody's expected to take part in a watch. So, at least 4 watches. How many people? We have 6? Let's go 3 watches. We'll do 3.
okay. Sarov volunteers for a watch.
All right,
I'll
who's-
probably do the first one because for once I don't have dark vision.
Okay. Sarv will take the watch at night
all right,
since he does.
Finn can as well.
all right.
Yeah, so can Fade.
So it's starting to sound like Jin and Neil for first watch. Is that what I'm hearing?
If that's okay.
Yes. Yes, now we'll take first watch.
Because you don't have dark vision either, right? That's
It's-
the only reason I'm assuming. that.
Phaedra will just pat Nil on the shoulder and be like, "It's okay. Remember the last time we kept waking you up? At least this way you'll get your watch over with, and then you can sleep."
Well, thank you.
Hey,
I was gonna say maybe before we set into watches, maybe a couple of us might head out and have a look of signs of anything that we might be on the lookout for in the evening. Just like quick perimeter scout.
Yeah,
See
sure.
if there's tracks of it.
Absolutely. If you want to make a perception check for that, go for it. Ooh, nice. Basically, the camp that they've picked out, Arlo kind of like informs you as well as you come back to report nothing out of the ordinary. But he says, yeah, this camp is pretty good being in a location that's not very hostile, if it were. Like the most hostile thing that we might find here are a bunch of boar. So keep an eye on them boar, make sure they don't attack the caravan. But other than that, yeah, you just find tracks of different wildlife, ranging from pheasants to rabbits, and an occasional boar, perhaps.
May I, before the watch starts, put out nearby? I have a hunter's trap, or a hunting trap. Just put it in sort of like a, I don't know around this place, but like a maybe like a choke point that comes towards our caravan if there is one, or maybe in a like near some rocks or something, as well as casting the spell snare in another place. Actually, I don't think I have that prepared, so never mind on that. But at least setting the hunting trap nearby.
Yeah, sure. We can say like over here maybe, and we'll just say like they're gathered over here.
Sure.
Your caravan will be over here somewhere, so you guys will kind of like signify where the caravan is.
I kind of notify to the group that I'm setting a trap there in case there's something that comes nearby.
Okay.
We'll say right here. Okay. And my first two watch was Nil and Jin, right?
Yep.
And then second watch was Sarv and somebody, or
Yeah, I can watch with Sarah.
Sarv and Finn. And then the last watch will be Phaedra and Krister.
Sounds good.
Alright, so as you guys start to drift off, some of you, the other, let's have Jin and Nil make a perception check. You can either give each other, or give one of you advantage, or you can both roll separate.
I'll roll separately.
Alright,
Sure.
so, there you go. Ooh,
Oh my
Jin.
god.
We're wasting all these natural 20s, but
Oh.
Keyword waste.
When I hit something, it'll be like a 2.
You make out what looks like a boar that's kind of like wandering around the camp. It looks harmless. It's a baby boar, actually. Just kind of like wanders into the camp, and it's like right there next to you.
Harmless / delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that it would be terrible of me if I, and I like pull out one of my darts to like, maybe like kill the pig for food, maybe for dinner? I mean, Sarv, I believe, said something about hunting earlier, technically.
He would.
But it's
he
kind
would
of
love it.
cute.
Yeah, but Nil's the only one that could answer. You're all
Yeah, he
asleep.
would love it, but he's asleep, so
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
answer.
Yeah. So Nil, what do you say to that?
I don't have an issue if you want to kill something. I mean, with my luck, I barely will be able to do any damage. So you go ahead.
What do you mean by that? I bet you can do lots of stuff. I mean, you can even try yourself if you like.
I destroyed 2 birds, and that's it. As everyone else has slaughtered goblins, I killed 2 birds. So no, you go. You try and kill that boar. I would probably backfire and kill us.
All right. So I guess I'm just gonna like stab it in the throat with my dart and feel
Oh,
like
God.
a terrible person.
Do you want to throw
Wait,
it or
is-
use it melee? Like you're still
Like
gonna have to
melee.
attack it.
Like melee.
All right, so I guess just use it though, because you're probably gonna. It's a finesse weapon anyway, right?
Yeah.
If you look at it that way, it's a mini rapier.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Roll that damage.
6.
Slap. The board drops over dead.
Holy
I
crap!
look and I said, "See, you didn't need my help. Huh? Probably
Well,
would have made a
ye-
dent in it.
Well, you can get the next one.
That's fine."
I imagine you're just like covered in like blood at this point.
Probably
This-
like all my hands and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, the scent of boar blood is now in the air.
Oh, well, I didn't mean it like that, but okay.
Well,
I
did you
mean-
want to help me, skin it and cook it? I have a mess kit.
No, yeah. You might as well wake up Sar and ask him for help. He's not really all that good with this killing things, apparently.
You know what I'll
So-
do
yeah,
is
no,
I
Lisa.
will. Is there a way that I can like skin half of it and then like bring the rest of it to Sar's door and then like write a note, be like, "Surprise! got you dinner."
Sure. I mean, make a
Cool.
survival check for your part.
Sure. Oh, this is gonna go lovely. 10.
You get a small pelt of a baby boar and a few baby back ribs.
Nice.
Damn.
Did you want some ribs? No.
No, I'm good. I Okay, yeah, I'll take some ribs. I just grab it and start bunching in the corner, just quietly, like num 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 num.
Jen will
then
probably
bang.
just like sit there quietly with you, and then but she wouldn't like try and have a conversation. Like she would wait for Nil to talk, unless Nil's just eating there and
Nell's
saying
just
nothing.
eating quietly, just kind of sobbing to
Awkward
herself.
dinner ever.
Jen's just sitting there thinking, "Okay, then."
Alright, eventually your watch comes to an end, and you're able to wake up Sarv and Finn. And as soon as you go back to bed, you'll be able to level up to 2, Jen.
So I'm awake now.
So yeah, Sarv and Finn.
Okay. So Sarah wakes up and goes, something smells good.
There seems to be a baby boar at your door of your tent or wherever you were sleeping.
Wow.
Half treated.
He looks delighted. He can maybe attempt to continue to treat this thing. I don't know if that's a survival check or something else. While
You're
he's
a
watching,
terrible person. So you have
I
baby
didn't
back.
know it was a baby. I'm just like,
and
oh
I'm
god.
I'm going to I guess I'm going to invoke the cutting artisan thing.
Remind me on that one real quick. Then.
So
Stone, houses,
I can
like
harvest
bees,
bone and
construct-
hide to make various items. But in this case, and this time I actually have a dagger. But in this case, I would like to cut out all the teeth.
Easily enough.
Okay. And
you are.
I would like
a
to
horrible person.
gather a bit of fibrous material, just anything nearby, to make a sort of a fibrous boar tooth necklace with the, let's say, the little bitty tusks on to, kind of in the center.
Alright. Meanwhile, I'll need you and Finn to make a perception check, either together or one of you get the other advantage.
I'll go ahead. Jesus, what's going on with Sarb? He keeps rolling twos.
Was it separate or together?
Oh, sorry, I don't think I held my push to talk. I was saying I will help the many eyes.
Okay, so he rolled a 12. As you're working on your necklace, just like out of the corner of your eye, maybe Finn catches it first, but there's that glowing light once again. And this time it's a lot closer.
Oh. Has it been an hour?
Are we talking?
Well, we're probably in the twilight hour now.
I mean, the light. How close is the light to us?
Probably a good 200 feet away.
Oh, that's not very far at all.
It's
yep,
not even it's not on the road either. It's like into the forest a little ways. So
is it into the forest the way the snare is, or the other direction?
Let's flip for it, shall we? We'll say 1 left, 2 right, which is in the direction of the snare. So in this direction.
Okay.
I'll say to sort of should we kind of separate up and move there, or do you want me to look ahead? What do you
You'll look ahead, be quiet, and watch for trap. Sorev will wake others. Better safe than sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna try and sneakily move up to see what the source of the...
Alright.
Okay, Sarv is going to bump the others quietly, put a finger to his muzzle and point at the light.
Okay. Phaedra will pop up, maybe a little groggy, and wipe the sleep out of her eyes and peer out into the darkness.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, about 200 feet away from your camp, deeper into the forest, there's like a glowing white, hazy light.
So I'll try and sneak up towards it.
Who woke me up, by the way?
It was Sarov.
No looks at Sarov and whispers quietly, I think the ogre is back to make more shiny. And I go back
I think
to
it was a
sleep.
hill giant.
No, cannot be. Lady told Sorev 1 hour. That's long time ago. It's still glowing. Something else.
Oh, okay. I'll be up in a second then. I just got to sleep, but okay, I'll be up in a second.
Second or maybe die soon. Bye-bye.
Can I? So how far away is it?
I need Finn to go ahead and make his stealth check first, and it's about 200 feet eastward of you. Alright, so
Okay.
Finn, how close do you want to get?
I'll move up about 80 feet and see. Well, I'll move up no more than 80 feet, but if I can start to make out some detail before that, I will stop to assess.
Alright, so as you get closer to this, you can see what looks like ghostly runes engraved into the ground, and just slowly like shambles of ancient architecture, but it looks like it got ripped apart, and you can see through it. It's like giving off a white light, and I need a perception check from you. As you look into the light and it kind of like shows you what's there, you can swear you see movement. About 3 or 4 humanoid figures, but they're moving in a way that's not natural, like slow and sluggish, and just kind of like bumping around here and there. Like it doesn't look like they got any direction, but you definitely see some strange movement inside. Do you wish to get closer?
So, does it look like the moving architecture? The glowing architecture is kind of moving
The
with the
architecture
people?
is not, but no, it looks like it's just there. Like the imagery is still, almost like a still illusion, but it's giving off like a white light and see-through like cobbles. Like it's white cobbles that were like making buildings, but they got torn down, and you could see through it. Like it's a ghostly visage that you're peering through, and it's giving off a soft white light. But as you kind of like peer through these buildings that are like broken down and structures that aren't really there, you see what like these humanoid creatures inside just kind of like moving around aimlessly.
Are they making any sound that I can hear at this distance?
You might make out just soft little rumbles. Nothing audible that makes sense to the human ear.
Okay, I'll try and sneak up another like 20 feet or so.
All right.
So I'd be about 100, I guess.
Yeah, give me another stealth check. I'll give you advantage because you're currently... Alright, cool. So as you get closer in, you kind of like start to smell what smells like decay and rot. And you start to make out these figures that are kind of like zombified, like their flesh is wretched. The smell of death is around them, and you're left with the idea that these must be zombies that are like slowly walking around in this white silhouette of a graveyard, question mark?
Okay. And does it look like they don't want to leave that graveyard area?
As far as you know, they don't even know you're there, so you're not sure if they would.
Okay. I think at this point I'm going to sort of withdraw back and let everyone know what I've seen.
Alright, so you pull back away from this scene, and everybody else is kind of like gathering up around the caravan, making sure that everything's safe there, and then you see Finn come back.
What did Elfman see?
It looked like almost like a glowing, ghostly graveyard with some rotting, zombie-like people walking around in there aimless. Smelled pretty gross.
Doesn't sound any safe.
A place of corruption. Does it approach?
They didn't. I don't think they knew I was there. They just seemed to be kind of walking around in their place. Maybe they won't notice.
Oh, sorry, go on.
I don't know if they'll decide to wander over here or not. They weren't wandering particularly away from their space.
Would Phaedra know what this might be? Like, can I make like a history check or?
Yeah, you haven't seen them directly.
Yeah, that's what she'd have to try and
actually
match.
I need a history check from you for another reason. Go ahead. Your dealings with the Arcana, with the Oaken Archivist, as you've been associated with them, you recall some archivists who were sent to deal with information regarding to what one of the researchers of the Arcana were calling the ethereal bleed. You think this might be one of those events, and basically what it is there's a tear between planes, between life and death, and it opens for a moment between the twilight hours, and these undead creatures seem to emerge, lost from their plane of death, and soaked into the plane of the material. And now, in order to rid yourself of the bleed, you either defeat the monsters. These are like the documentations they wrote down in like brief shorthand. Like, you either beat the monsters that come out of it, you avoid it and wait an hour until the twilight hour dissipates, or you just don't mess with it. Just leave it. Don't touch it. Sometimes it's not an option.
So we avoid it and wait an hour, and it's just going to follow us?
It should fade away if they don't come after you.
Okay.
As long as they don't get close.
So basically, twilight hour is what fuels its appearance.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna relay what I remember to the group. You know, like, from your description, then I think we're dealing with the ethereal bleed, and then explain all of that.
I think I had that once. Yeah, it didn't feel good.
So the question is, do we go poke and prod? Or do we avoid and wait?
So
What to me?
It felt like to me that we had
Well, I'm not sure you can punch them. They're torn between worlds. I don't know if they'd have a physical form.
But we could fight ghosts. It could be legendary. We could tell people in taverns, have our tabs paid for a month, and she'll kind of like slip her arm around you and be like, you could get free meals wherever you go if we defeat these terrible things, don't you think?
Or we could die if we
Free
don't match
meals.
I'm not too worried about us
Sort of,
dying.
so
I'm
go.
pretty sure I could turn them away at
Phaedra's
a
not
last
phased.
resort.
Okay. Well, I
Well,
tell
because
you,
I do have turn undead like above the table.
absolutely. And I just want to suggest that if you want, we could find out next week.
Yeah, I think.
As we are now at a pinnacle where we might get into a fight. So, with that, we'll go ahead and draw a line in the session where we decide whether or not the fight goes, ? Next week. And, yeah, welcome to the Ethereal Bleed, everybody. I'd like to thank you all for coming out. Welcome to Chaotic Calling once again, and hopefully you'll join these guys again next week as we play some more D&D in Elsparia. Let's see, do we have anything we need to talk about before we close the episode? I think that's it, right? Join us Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central for Curse Estrad. I apologize for last Friday. I was under the weather, but I promise you this Friday we will go on another caravan escort mission where we will go across the ocean. So if you want to join us for an ocean adventure, Friday afternoon, 4 p.m. we start gathering, and then we'll go as late as we can, alright? And then join us again next Monday, 7 p.m. Central, for our continuation of this campaign. And be on the lookout for any variety streamed throughout the week in order to earn those cookie clusters and get yourself a bonus reward. Have a good night, Twitch. Say good night to Twitch and Facebook.
Good night.
Good
Good
night,
night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night, everyone.
I
And
hope you enjoyed.
Sleep tight. Don't let the ghost zombies bite.
and do you hear the calling? It's the Chaotic Calling.